that helped me come up with this topic today. All right. Like, I know we were discussing this yesterday, and I definitely wanted to follow up with some thoughts I have of the current rap and what is going on in the music industry. Needless to say that there's some other people who were also speaking on this concept, and I was actually thinking that I wouldn't mind hearing their thoughts either, who are in the music industry. But today, we shall speak about discographies. Not only should we speak about discographies, but we should speak about the greatest. And what I mean by greatest, I mean greatest hip hop, rap, discographies of all time. That's what we need to speak about here. Okay? We're not talking about just like subpar albums. Like some of y'all have brought up albums that came out years ago that absolutely nobody is talking about, that nobody is referencing. And that's what I find so surprising in this. What I find so surprising in this, most of all, is that there's a bunch of people out there that are talking about rap albums that nobody is listening to anymore. Like, there's certain albums that people still go back to and listen to, and they'll say like, yo, that's a classic, right? There's certain albums where people will go back and have to do that. But you got these people that are just in this delusional phase. And the good thing is, I can say though, is that I went back and I read some of the comments, because yes, that's what I do, man. I do my best to read the comments. Okay? And one thing I definitely have seen is I have seen some people liking certain music just because your favorite podcaster told you about it. Like, that's what somebody had said in the comments yesterday. Okay? Somebody had actually said in the comments yesterday that, well, Academics listens to all this music and he said it was good, so therefore it means it must be good. And let me say something else too, speaking of Act. I believe that when he was doing his thing or his break and he said like he had to worry about all his ops, I believe that I'm one of those ops he was speaking about. Believe me on that. But it's like I'm not even trying to go there with that. Like, it's funny how you see some of these other YouTubers on here who like want to be that dude or want to be Joe Budden or want to be Charlemagne. Yo, let me tell you something, man. As far as Joe Budden, I feel like as far as all three of them are concerned, Joe Budden may be the closest to real hip hop out of them three. Charlemagne, to me, is just a media personality. Okay, he's just a person who speaks on the microphone. I mean, now he doesn't even do anything that has to do with hip hop now. Now they're talking about some other stuff. I mean, they have some rappers come on, but let's just be honest, man. It's all rappers who just have deals with certain labels and friends of friends who they rub shoulders with. That's all it is, man. It's not really about who's the dopest in the game right now. I mean, it never really was about that. It might have been more about that way before, but now we can definitely tell that it is no longer about that. It is all about, I mean, come on, man. Just look at the Grammys. The Grammys are a perfect example of that. This business is really all about who you know. You know, and who likes you and who's rocking with you. Look at Memphis Bleak. Or not Memphis Bleak, but yeah, Memphis Bleak too. But I wasn't even talking about Memphis Bleak. What's the other rapper where his name starts with an M? Meek Mill. Look at Meek Mill. Look at what happened to him. This dude even went on Twitter. Okay? He went on Twitter and basically said that he felt that he was being blackballed by the industry. that he can't even get features, that he can't even get funding, that he can't even get a deal. I don't know what's up with his boy Rick Ross. From what we see, who knows what's going on with that rapper right now anyways, especially after his beef with Drake. And you know, and as I think about it too, man, I might actually speak about, you know, lesser known rappers. Okay, like that's what I think I want to do with this show. I think this show, we need to be different. Oh, and that was the other part. I didn't even get into the other hip hop podcasters, but I mean, but who cares, right? But if I'll just speak on that real quick, because I just want to, you know, wrap that subject up real quick, make sure I made the point on that. Academics is not real hip hop. This dude promotes who he is paid to promote. And I ain't mad at that. We all got bills to pay. We got to pay rent. I get that. We love doing this. We love this hip hop stuff, but it's also nice to get paid from it too, right? Because you got to pay for the internet. You got to pay for the Wi-Fi. You got to pay for the MacBooks and the computers and all that stuff, right? You got to buy the drum machines. You want to make some beats? Well, you're going to have to buy a drum machine or something, or a laptop at least. You cats out here that are making beats on your phones, get out of here. Not saying that it can't be done, but it's just like, that's like playing a guitar on your phone, you know what I mean? But yeah, these dudes, they're not real hip hop. They're like the Wendy Williams show. Straight up. Like, didn't Charlemagne, wasn't he Wendy Williams' intern? That's how he got into the business. And no disrespect to that, because I was an intern too, so I understand the hustle. But I'm just saying though that it's like, yo man, this is Wendy Williams gossip type stuff. To the point to where Joe Budden has even turned into that. Now, Joe Budden had to do what he had to do to get to the level that where he's at now. Like, he's at a big level. He's definitely a hip hop media personality. Even Eminem said that he got a voice in the community. Now, I don't know if he gets along with Eminem, but even Eminem had to give his respect to Joe Budden. Like, yeah, man, you know, you got a voice. So, like, basically, I guess Eminem was like, they were beefing. Like, Eminem was like basically like giving him a backhanded compliment. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Joe Budden's also from a different era. Like academics, he's from, like, what is he? Is he Gen Z? He might be Gen Z. He might be like the cuff of Gen Z or something. You know what I mean? Kind of like Drake and them. Like, Drake is like, I don't know what you consider Drake, but in Kendrick, they're both about the same age. I would consider them dudes like Gen Z. I don't consider them Gen X. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like you got these Gen Z dudes in this hit, which is cool because I know a lot of y'all follow me, so I ain't trying to hate on the Gen Zers, but I'm just saying though that like the Gen Zers that are in the media, they're gonna tell you that these whack ass rappers are trash or like dope when they're really trash. That's what they're gonna do. That they're gonna tell you, hey, these rappers are what's to look out for. Like NBA Youngboy, like, yo, I'm messing with NBA Youngboy. Yo, the dude is getting paid from NBA Youngboy. Everybody knows that, man. Everybody who's really in the game knows that this dude is paying him to speak about him. And I'll even give you I mean, hey, yo, this dude's beefing with Lil Baby now, right? Wasn't he out there pushing Lil Baby? So it's like, first, like, listen, I understand sometimes business doesn't go through the way it's supposed to go through, but it's like, if I think your music's tight, I'll still give props where props is due. I may not like you as a person. Trust me, there's plenty of rappers out there I can name right now that I've worked with, that I know personally, that I tell you, I might not like them as a person. I probably would never do business with them again. But as far as a rapper or an artist, I'll be like, yeah, they got some skills. I ain't gonna take that away from them. They got some skills. Some of them you may even heard of. You know? So I'm just like, all right, that's cool. But this dude went on to say, his music is trash. When before, I could have sworn I heard you say that his music was dope. So the contradiction, but it's not really a contradiction. What it is that you were getting paid to promote certain rappers. You're getting paid to promote an agenda. It's almost like that Young Miami or whatnot. What's her name? With the Spin That track that's going hot right now. It's got a catchy beat and a catchy hook. I ain't gonna front. But it's like if you listen to the message of what she's saying, I mean, it's like, is it really that big of a deal? Is it really that big of a deal? Rappers have always talked about coming up and robbing people, right? And scamming people. Rappers have always talked about that. But like Lord Jamar and some of the other hip hop historians have said, back in the 90s, there was more of a balance. You know what I mean? Like there was more of a balance where now there's now it's just like it's all negative. It's all negative and it's all degeneracy and nobody is speaking about anything. Tell me what you guys think, man. Give me some likes or something like that for those of you that are in the chat. I know I'm streaming on multiple platforms right now, so if you guys are with me right now, give me a like or something like that. You know what I mean? It's really helpful because it helps the algorithm.
Listens to all this music and he said it was good, so therefore it means it must be good.
Just like pause this for a second.
Let me say something else too. Speaking of that,
some other sites, as a matter of fact, let me just make sure I answer that. Yeah, man, I'm always curious to know what you guys think too. So in this picture right here, this is what we were discussing yesterday. In this picture right here, we have Drake, Tyler the Creator, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar. I don't agree with Playboy Cardi being in this picture. This isn't a real picture, by the way. This picture is either photoshopped or AI. But I think it's Photoshop. But Playboy Cardi, who doesn't belong in this picture. Travis Scott, who's and he's like so-so, man. He's so-so to me. Like he's got some cool beats, he's got some cool melodies. As I was saying the other day, but overall, he ain't saying nothing in his music. He's just saying the same thing over and over again. He's just, as I mentioned before, he's just a more lyrical Future, as in the rapper Future. He's just a more lyrical version of Future. That's all I see Travis Scott as. J. Cole, he's dope. You see, but speaking of J. Cole, this is the thing. J. Cole had a great album, a great double disc album, right? But the problem with J. Cole is that his album just didn't have staying power. And I want to make sure that I say this on the other platform too, that you guys hear me loud and clear. Yeah, his album did not have staying power. You know what I mean? Like his album really just came and went. And I know I'm not the only person that said this. Okay? I know I'm not the only person that has said this because I've heard other people on streams say the same thing. Where they've said, oh, you know, his album was dope, but it just came and went. I didn't really go back and listen to it again. Maybe because, you see, and this is what I'll just say real quick on this. Like, and they're both in this photo too, so I should talk about it. You see, the thing is with J. Cole and Drake, and even though they had that that track together on Drake's album, big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. And then Kendrick does the Super Bowl. Man. Woo. Hip hop, man. Hip hop. Like, oh, you thought you were dope? You thought you were dope? Guess what? We're going to put your ops on the Super Bowl that you just rapped about. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. That's the record industry. And then they could tell, like you can tell, it's like, well, if we don't want you in, then you ain't in. You ain't in the club no more. They definitely did that to Drake for some odd reason. I don't know why. Well, now I do know why they did it. The reason why they did it was because Drake sued the record business after he lost the battle. That's the one thing that we have to be honest about, especially in hip hop. That's the one thing that we have to be honest about, man. Is that he sued UMG. And if you sue them, right? Like you sue them, of course they're going to turn their back on you. Like what he should have done, and I'm not saying what he should have done. I mean, the guy's a billionaire, so obviously he knows what to do, right? Who am I? Well, but then again, we could also flip that coin. There's a flip side to that coin, right? The flip side to that coin is that, well, this isn't about money right now. This is about the culture. And that's what Kendrick Lamar said in Not Like Us, was that I'm what the culture's feeling. So, yeah, they both capitalized off of it. They both made a lot of money off of it. Their record companies, or not their record companies, they're both signed to the same record company. So Universal made a lot of money off of that, just like they continue to do off of all the artists that are famous. Because this is also the funny side note about Universal, is that it seems like anytime a rapper or a singer or a pop star or whoever starts to get a little buzz, and they start to like make waves, and people start hearing about them, and they're getting big on YouTube, and they're getting big on the internet and social media, and they got a Twitter account that's popping, and they tweeted this, and it's like on the news and all that. Then it's like, okay, now the record companies start coming out the woodworks. But the other part that's funny is that it seems like they sign all of the talent that you know about, and pretty much predominantly all of the talent that wins Grammys is all on the same label. Like, keynote, like, let me put it like this. You see everybody in this picture right here, which is so funny? Everybody puts this picture up like these are all the greatest rappers, right? But the interesting thing is that all of these rappers, or majority of these rappers, I'd say, let me just fact check one of them real quick, but majority of all of these rappers are on the same record label. Isn't that interesting? All of these rappers are on the same record label. Now, they may go and start their own entities, which is what it's basically saying right here. Like, like how Drake has OVO, Kendrick now has PG Lane, J. Cole has Dreamville, Kanye had Good Music for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z has Rock Nation. They all have their little things, right? After they get their money. I think even Tyler, the Creator, man. Hold on. Let me look up Astro World record label. Okay, so Travis Scott was signed to Sony. Supposedly is what it says. I mean, but like I've always said before, there's only like 3 or 4 record labels that run the industry. That's Sony, Warner Brothers, and Universal. So it looks like he's always been signed to Sony. But then he did join Kanye West's Good Music, which we all know is distributed by UMG. Then we have Tyler, the Creator. I think Tyler, the Creator was on Sony too. Or no, his first label was with the Sony, with the UK label. Yeah, it was with XL Records. But then I think... But again, Sony Music. Like I told you, man. You see, in order to get to this level of stardom, it really helps having a record company behind you. Because you know why? You know, like, see, this is the whole point. People will talk about, like, oh, record deals aren't good anymore. Like they said in that one debate. That's not entirely true. Okay? That's not entirely true. Because I think what it really comes down to, what kind of deal did you negotiate? And the reason why, if you can negotiate a good deal, this is why in some ways it is important to have good managers and good lawyers and people that are actually on your team and want to see the best for you, right? Then it helps to sign a good deal. And if you sign a good deal with, like, basically maybe you have control, you have of creative freedom, you can do whatever you want to do. You can write the songs, record the videos, film the videos, do whatever it is that you want to do to your artistic degree, and the label trusts you with that. Then that's not really a bad thing. And the money makes sense too. With whatever the sales are that are coming in, this is what the money looks like. That's not really a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, yo. I completely get it. And then not only that, but you have people who are working not necessarily around the clock, but you have people that's their 9-to-5 job. Like, their job is to come to work and push your record. And maybe not necessarily just push your record, but like push the records that are on that label. Like, that is your job. Or, you know, they have certain departments. Because I used to work in the record companies, right? You had certain departments. Like, there'd be the hip-hop department over here. And then you had the rock department over there. And then the country department was, like, over there in the back at the time. Who knows? The country department may be in the front today. But back then, it was in the back. And then you had, like, some other weird shit going on over there. Like, some pop, techno, retro, EDM type music over there. So they all had their different departments. And that was our job, to come to work and push these albums that were assigned to our department depending on the genre. They would split the departments up depending on the genre. Who else is preaching game like this, man? Because a lot of these cats didn't work in the record industry. Maybe a few of them did, but other than that, like, you got ones that were like rappers. They can't really tell you from the business side. See, the thing about me, I'm happy to say, even though, like, maybe my goal was to get signed to Sony, and I look back and I feel like, man, my music was good enough to where I didn't need to worry about getting signed to Sony. I should have just went indie, you know what I'm saying, independent. But I was thinking, like, yo, man, I want to get signed to Sony. But I'm happy to say that at least I have had the experience of working in the record industry, and I see, like, oh, okay, this is how it moves. This is how it operates. And I got to tell you, what they were doing back then was pretty interesting. So I could only imagine what they're doing now with streaming. What's going on now with the whole streaming numbers and the Spotify and the botting and the Grammys and this and that. Because, like, now what I also find really interesting is that they're giving all these Grammy awards to all these rappers now, which some of them do deserve it. But I just remember a time where rappers weren't getting Grammys. Look it up. Tupac don't have no Grammys. Biggie don't have no Grammys. As a matter of fact, I think they just inducted Rakim into, you know, Paid in Full. I think they just inducted that into the Rock and Roll or Hip Hop or Grammy Hip Hop Hall of Fame, something like that. Never got a Grammy though, but they had to induct it because why? Because everybody knows that it's pretty much the greatest rap album of all time. Even if it's not your favorite rap album, it's definitely in the top 10. It's definitely in the top 10. You know why it's in the top 10? Because there comes a time where you elevate the culture, where you change the game. You know what I mean? Like when Michael Jordan started playing basketball, he changed the game. Like, everybody started playing like him. Like, I even went back and watched old videos of Michael Jordan playing when he was like a rookie and his, just rookie year, sophomore year or something like that. I think even rookie year. Just go back and watch like Jordan tapes from his rookie year. Okay? It's like, yo, man, the way this dude played, like people were saying, I heard some people say or read what some people said in the comments, and I've heard people say this too, that, man, this dude was playing like he was from the future. It was like he traveled through time. When you watch him play on the court, his rookie year, against the way the other basketball players are playing, it's like this dude came from this time and went back in time and started playing basketball. Like, he already knew, if I play like this, I'm going to beat everybody. So it was like everybody learned that in order to get to that level of success, you're going to have to learn how to ball like Jordan. Rakim, similar situation. I feel like Rakim was the first one that came into the game that was like spitting lyrics like on a more conscious level than like, yo, like, check it out, like, I'm getting money from this, like, this is what I'm talking about, this is what I'm doing. And it's like, I don't even think he was really talking about doing illegal stuff all the time. He was talking about stuff like that, but not really, like, not like from his perspective. Like, see, that's, yeah. It wasn't like he was going out there doing that shit. It was like he was just telling you, hey, this is what's going on in the streets. But don't sweat the technique. Yeah, he was one of the first MCs that was really rhyming like that. So I think that after him, a lot of people came into the game like knowing how to like change the cadence of the lyrics. Like, his cadence was definitely different. Seemed like he was fitting more words and more syllables into bars more so than the other average rappers at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to Run DMC, but Run DMC was like, you know what I'm saying? Run DMC was just kind of like rhyming like, and this is how we freaky, just like kind of like those types of like slow, like each word was like a few bars. There was each word, there was a few bars. Whereas where he started rhyming, it was like he was like da 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 ba 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 ba, all up in the lyrics, man. Can't disagree with that. All right, hold on just for a second. I'm gonna pull something up before we get to the next segment of the debate. I'm gonna bring up some people in just a minute. I just had to make sure that we were rocking with the best. Make sure you guys are giving some likes and some subscribes. I appreciate you. Hold on, let me pull this up in the meantime. I wanted to hear what Ebro's thoughts were on the BET Awards, and we're gonna jump back on greatest rappers, but I wanted to hear Ebro's thoughts on what he was saying was, in his opinion, well, let's just hear what he got to say about the BET Awards, basically.
Let's do a whole shift.
BET Awards, the best award show on TV.
I think so. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Grammys and
no, fuck.
He's BS. Well, I mean, I guess it depends upon if you're talking about from the hosting aspect.
The Grammys.
No, I said the best.
Oh,
I
think you said the only. Oh,
no, I said the best.
Yes, it's the best award show on TV.
I said best.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I agree.
Delivered yet again. Shout to Drewski. What really struck me, beyond just how many great artists and how much great music was highlighted at the BET Awards, was the level of celebrity.
I was just about to say that.
That was not only on stage, but there to celebrate black culture and black music. And I think, at this moment in history, it just looked awesome and felt really good.
Felt great.
Is he serious?
Do you feel like just with that resurgence of what we saw, the star power, the quality of the performances, the lineup of performances, do you think that the BET Awards is regaining?
What really struck me, beyond just how how many great artists and how much great music was highlighted at the BET Awards was the level of celebrity.
I was just about to say that.
That was not only on stage, but there to celebrate black culture and black music. And I think, you know, at this moment in history, it just looked awesome. It felt really good.
Felt great.
You know.
Do you feel like just with that resurgence of what we saw, the star power, the quality of the performances, the lineup of performances, do you think that the BET Awards is regaining its
Did it lose?
No, it didn't lose. It didn't lose nothing.
I think a tiny bit.
I don't know. They've had better years than other years.
Maybe
like
that's
any
what
award show.
maybe I'm looking at it like
but
that.
I for years have been saying that the BET Awards is the best award show.
I think this year has been one of their better.
Oh, this was absolutely
one of their better shows in a long time.
Another thing that struck me, and I don't know about y'all, was a lot of the stars and celebs that were there. We've known them for a while. And I was like, who are the new stars that were there last night? And there were a couple, and I want to see if y'all noticed, that were really embraced there and really like
like performance-wise, or just like just
in general,
existence.
They were up introing, or they got to perform, or they were a part of a thing, or they had a moment.
I mean, I think in the music realm, Leon Thomas is a newer like music star.
Yep.
Like he's been on TV for a long time. But as far as music, he's a music
I
star.
think Kalani.
But she been doing it a long time.
Not new artist, but new star.
New
like
star.
She's reached
Not
level
she's reaching a
stardom.
different. Yeah, she's reaching a different level of stardom. Just like even with just the performance itself.
Okay.
Showed me that.
Doechii really jumped out for me.
There you go. That's a good one.
Like
Doechii,
it's
she
interesting that
vibed that.
Doechii feels like we've been seeing her for a while, but we haven't. She's only dropped that Alligator Bites Never Heal joint.
That was what?
That was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. That was still 2024.
I mean, yeah.
End of 2024.
Yeah.
And when I saw her up there next to SZA and SZA embrace, SZA's a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
It's a superstar. Like SZA's,
I mean?
she's her own genre. She's not even R&B at this point.
Yeah, she's a superstar.
Yeah.
And it just struck. I honestly, when I saw them performing together, I was like, "Yo, if they do a collab,
I was literally thinking that when I saw them doing that performance.
If we ever got a Doechii SZA album, bro,
a quick EP.
Oh, EP would be good. Yeah, EP would be good.
EP will suffice for me.
Yeah. I don't know if I want them to have an album together yet.
Entire album.
Nah,
based on.
yeah, they got a few collabs now, right?
Yeah. But based on what we hear, if that ever happens on that EP, that will decide the fact if we really want a full
Right.
type thing. But those two, yeah, I'll take about 4 or 5 songs.
Yo, and I don't know, another thing, obviously, we live in a tri-state. I think SZA and Lauryn Hill went to the same high school, right?
They did.
In Maple, they did,
I think that's a thing. Yeah, in Jersey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that from
In
Yeah,
Maple-
because one of my homeboys went there, and he always says, "What's the famous person went to high school?" And it said he went to high school with SZA, and then he says Lauryn Hill, if I'm correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, both attended Columbia High
Yeah,
School.
and I was like, damn.
Shout out to homie Chris.
And then, and obviously for us over here, like Latifah being up there,
Yep.
that's Newark, New Jersey.
Yep.
Obviously Lauren,
Yep.
SZA, like.
Okay. So that's what they're speaking about. Because at first, I was like, man, I didn't know what the heck they were speaking about. If you guys can hit up the Cashapp too and the PayPal, that would also help the funding for the business. Appreciate y'all. Hold on.
It was moving. It was a good
Tri-State
story.
Affair
I
right
enjoyed
there.
BET the
I
other
did.
night.
I did. The tributes,
Long ass Lauryn Hill tribute, D'Angelo tribute.
D'Angelo, they got it right.
Yeah.
They got it right.
Yeah, and then you knew Lauryn Hill was gonna get up there. You give her mic, she gonna be up there. She got things to say.
And shout out to our guitarist, because the guitarist, he did that.
Oh yeah. When he came out with the guitar solo.
He did two too, because he came out with her son, I believe, and then he came out with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to put Ebro in that category as well. So let me leave this up for a second. Ebro is a paid agent as well. He is a paid agent to the point to where that's almost like what this show should be about. This show should actually almost be about paid agents. That's what I should be speaking about. Because can't we also like bring up Academics and Charlemagne and like how they're beefing with each other now? But before they were like all about each other, they would have each other on each other's shows. Or I don't know if Charlemagne ever went on his show, but he definitely went on Breakfast Club, as you should. It helps put your name out there, right? But my point is this though, man, is that Ebro and them saying this on Apple Music, which I understand. He has to say this on Apple Music. Him saying this is just like, man, dude, you are completely paid off to say this. These guys have no opinion whatsoever, aren't allowed to have their own opinions. If they have their own opinions, they'll get fired, which is what happened to them with Hot 97. That's already been proven. Yeah, man. I don't know what to think. I don't know what you guys could think of this or what we think of this. It's crazy, man. Now, I understand, and I'll say this real quick. I understand if he's talking about the tribute. Like, if he's talking about the tributes with Lauryn Hill and stuff like that, okay, that I kind of get. That I understand. The tributes were dope. But to say, oh man, the star power that showed up at the BET Awards was just phenomenal and all this and that. I don't know if I would say that, man, just because Janet Jackson showed up. And not to mention that Janet Jackson shows up in a Tupac shirt. Crazy, man. Crazy. But they can go ahead and say it's the best award show on TV. I just wanted to hear what their take was. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Album of the year went to The Clips for Let God Sort 'Em Out. I love that. Did not love that Pusha T and Malice was not there.
They're on tour in Europe with Linkin Park.
Damn.
The throwing in the Linkin Park is kind of funny. I don't know, my fault.
I believe it's Linkin Park.
I know, I believe you. Like, shout out Linkin Park.
Funny too.
It was just so wild. Like, it's like, damn, dog.
No,
Well, that's an unexpected touring collab?
Yeah, not yes and no. Yes and no.
It's still a good look. I mean,
Yeah, man. Ebro's paid off. Ebro's paid off. These people can't discuss real hip hop anymore. Let me make sure you guys can hear me all right. Check. Y'all hear me all right? All right. They can get the likes coming in too. But yeah, man, these people ain't real hip hop no more. Maybe they were at a time. I mean, wasn't there a bunch of people out there that were speaking about Ebro, that were talking about how he fell off and that he's the reason why New York radio sounds the way it does? It's because of him. So they were already talking about Ebro. They were talking about him for a minute, man. You know? So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, I don't know if I can really take his takes seriously anymore. And then also on top of that, after he brings up the star power, this man wants to go and bring up Doechii. Like, wait, hold on. I thought we were talking about stars. This man goes and brings up Doechii? I mean, she's cool. She's all right. But it's like, come on, man. The album that they mentioned, just because it won a Grammy, that album was like a mixtape, if anything. I don't know. I don't know why, man. I don't know. For me, I never considered that album a full album. Like I said, there were like 2-minute, 1-minute songs on that album. Two-minute, 1-minute songs on that album. I didn't consider it an album. Did you? Did y'all? Psh, y'all tell me, man. And they gave it a Grammy too. They gave it. I think that album gets far more respect than it really deserves. I don't even know. Like, you know, Rhapsody, she's kind of out there. She's got a Grammy. She's doing her thing. I almost consider Rhapsody, you know, the female rapper who works with Ninth Wonder. She's done some stuff. She's got some stuff out there. I almost consider her better than Doechii. Like, if I had to listen to one of their albums, I mean, both of their albums are like, not really my cup of tea all the time. But I'll tell you this. I definitely respect Rhapsody more than maybe I shouldn't say respect. Respect's not a good word. I'll say just what I'd rather listen to. Let's see if find a picture for context, because I know some people probably have no idea who I'm talking about, and for later on you might need that context, because good, I'm glad we have an image right here. I know I'm not the first person who has spoken about this, because everybody knows that these two females, I guess you could say, like, currently, like, on the up and coming, even though Rhapsody has been in the game for a minute. Rhapsody has been in the game for a minute. But at least we know that this conversation has come up before. We're like, as far as like now they're both mainstream. Well, Doechie's already mainstream. I mean, she has the accusations of being an industry plant. So she's already mainstream. Okay? But Rhapsody, I think she's finally starting to get some shine. The girl on the right, for those of you that don't know. In the black. Yeah, Rhapsody is starting to get some shine. And I think that they even got this right here, this image right here. I think that what's it called? I don't know, man. I think Rhapsody got the better flows. I was just wondering if I should play this clip real quick, but nah, I don't think so. I'm not gonna play it because it's probably gonna get copyright strikes and all that stuff. We don't want all that. But they both got Grammys, so shout out to them for that. Okay, they both got Grammys. But I just think personally that Doechie's a little overrated. That's what it is. I think she's a little overrated, just like a lot of people have already have expressed that. She's a dope rapper though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she's whack. You know, so you can't say that I'm hating. I'm not hating. Okay? I don't think she's whack. But I will say that I think she's overrated. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. Back to the battle, though. And this could also be the discussion, too, if hip-hop fell off or not, or what you guys think. Yeah. Give me 1 second to make sure we're rolling on the talk. I'll play this in the background.
Album of the year went to The Clips for Let God Sort 'Em Out. I love that. Did not love that Pusha T and Malice was not. Glad Skrilla's getting this look too.
Yeah, absolutely.
After all the 6'7" and all of that stuff that went viral to actually still
be relevant.
And moving is great. Trim, y'all been supporting Big on the plug, and we've been supporting across Apple Music. Hurricane Wisdom, big. Babyface E.
Yeah, dope. Flint, Michigan rapper, former guest of the Plug Radio. I was dope to see him get this look. Yeah.
Trap Dickie.
Yes.
Eddie's favorite album of the year.
That's my guy. There you go. I rock with Trap Dickie, DeVille.
I can't believe this.
Slayer. Incredible,
I can't believe that they're
my
saying
little cousin put me
these
on. He dropped it at
rappers
the end
are
of
dope.
last year. And it's incredibly like sequenced, so low-key you might like it. But, you know, it plays like a mix. You know what I mean? The transitions are hella smooth in every song, bunch of different sounds. He's from Philly, too, so you hear a little bit of that Uzi in there. But it's like a new generation of that, so he's dope.
And what's the music like? I haven't listened.
It's I don't want to call it straight ahead rage music, but it is more harder melodic, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
Harder melodic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So Camo.
Yeah. Another former guest of the Plug Radio. He just dropped the EP, by the way, called Homesick, which is really dope, man. Yeah.
Miles Minnick.
I ain't hip to bro. I don't know that one. I'm not very familiar with the music, but what I do know is that he's with a.
Are they talking about the double XL list or something? Yeah, the double XL freshman list. That was another topic that I wanted to get into. But I don't know if I'll do that on this stream. I think that double XL freshman list was it was whatever. Like, that's the thing that sucks, man. is that I actually wanted to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to like that list when I heard it. And I was like, yo, man, you know, and some people that were promoting it were people's opinions that I usually somewhat respect. But lately now, the music that they have been promoting has starting to become kind of trash to me. I've been like, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. Like, you know, and I trust your opinion and I think you're a dope cat, but it's like, I don't know about that one, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just know if you promote music after music that eventually just starts to sound like trash to me, I'm not going to trust your opinion as much anymore. Unless, like, you promote some music where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's really dope. That sounds dope. Okay, I like that. But if you're going to send me music, you know, hold on, that just sounds like trash, then yeah, man, I don't know where to go from there. But like I was saying, man, as we were speaking earlier about Tyler the Creator, let's get into the rappers that are in this picture. Some of y'all might not be able to see the whole picture, but we're basically discussing Drake, of course, Kendrick, of course. We got to throw Jay-Z in that mix. See, Jay-Z's actually not in this picture, but that's one who we need to have in this picture. Is also Jay-Z. Nas is also missing. But we have Kanye West, of course, Kendrick Lamar, Playboi Carti, Travis Scott, J. Cole. And I know that I didn't speak on Playboi Carti earlier, but let me speak on him now. And I think a lot of people can agree with this. Playboi Carti, to me, fell off. Like, when I say hip-hop, is it good or did it fall off? Playboi Carti, to me, fell off. And if you guys agree with what I'm saying, give me some likes right now so we can get some more people in here, you know? It gets the algorithm going, gets what's going. So, like, yeah, let's get a few more likes. It'll help the algorithm. All you got to do is double tap the screen. That's all you got to do. Just double tap the screen. But, yeah, man, Playboi Carti, when he dropped his album, it was literally like nobody cared after it came out. The only people that really cared about his album was Kai Cenat, who I think, you know, the streamer who made it like a big deal to all the youngsters and young kids. But after time went on, everybody really just eventually realized that music was trash. Am I right or am I not? Am I right or am I wrong? Double tap the screen if you feel me, man. Double tap the screen. Doesn't cost you nothing. It's free. It's free to double tap the screen. It gets more people so we can, like, yeah, talk about the real hip hop. And the AI saying if I'm debating Playboi Carti. That's not really what we're doing here. What we're doing here is we're talking about hip hop. And if it fell off or not. But you see, that's the other thing. As I was saying earlier about these rappers being signed to Universal Music. These rappers are signed to Universal Music. So, of course you're going to hear about them. Of course they're going to be famous. Of course they're going to be able to be doing these big tours with other big artists. Of course. But you see, that's my point though. That I think people get blindsided by the mirage, so to speak. And they believe that this is real hip hop. And then you have some streamers or someone out there, like I said before, Charlemagne or Academics or whoever. I don't even know if Charlemagne was feeling that. But go out there and say, oh, this is what's dope. Because they know that these cats have influence. Or influence, I should say, on a certain culture or a certain demographic. They don't necessarily have real influence, you know, or those that really understand the culture. But yeah, man, they go and they promote this music and do what it is, and it might get a couple streams, it might make some money, they might sell out a few shows, but then what happens? as I was mentioning earlier, people forget about those albums. Double tap the screen if you guys are feeling it so we can get some more people up in here. So we get some people to like, subscribe, double tap the screen. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Likes are free. Likes are free. If you double tap the screen. I'm just getting started up in here, about to speak about the hip hop. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too, because when I be joining streams, I'll be liking the videos or commenting and sharing and stuff. But you know, it's okay. I know it kicks in usually in about 10 minutes. Give me about 10 minutes to get this microphone hot. That's when it starts to kick in here. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, the hip hop now, we are allowing too many people in the circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're letting too many people in that don't belong in the circle. And some of these rappers, if they want to put out their music, right? If they want to put out their sound and do what it is that they do, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. But the problem is that sometimes I feel we allow the industry to give these people too much praise. We got to stop that. Y'all got to stop that, man. Y'all got to stop giving the industry, or letting the industry, I should say, give these fake rappers too much praise. It should just be, hey, you know what? That's a cool album, homie. Like, oh, that album that you dropped. Yeah, that was a cool album. That was a cool album, but you know what? Don't be surprised if you don't get nominated for a Grammy. Like, for real? Some of these people are actually walking around like they're surprised. Now, it's also funny that a lot of these other rappers out here don't even want to be in the Grammys anymore. That's the other funny part. Like people said with Drake. People said Drake said he was going to submit to the Grammys, but he didn't. Shout out LW25. I appreciate you. What did you say? It depends. It depends on what? What does it depend on? Because what I'm talking about right now is, yeah, man, the ultimate grind. Like, what does it depend on? What are you talking about as far as record sales, as far as who's the dope MC, who's a dope rapper? You know, too bad you can't really see the picture right here, but the picture I got is of J. Cole, Travis Scott, Drake, Tyler, the Creator, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Playboi Carti. But they should replace Playboi Carti. And who was I thinking they should put there? Lupe Fiasco. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, some people might say Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say that. LLWL25. You said, oh, they say all gotta go. We need a reboot, my guy. Oh, yeah, all the hip-hop, all the rap. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Yeah, and do me a favor if you can, though. Double tap the screen, too, man, so we can get some more people up in here to debate with you, because that's what I always do. I mean, I don't really find a debate with you, but, yeah, if you double tap the screen, man, that'll help us get the algorithm out there to get more people. Yeah, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. So it helps get the live going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I agree with you that the culture needs a reboot, because a lot of the raps that are coming out today are really just generic and just trash. And I don't know when you jumped in, but that's exactly what we were saying about what's their name? Ebro and them, who is doing, you know what I'm saying? They're doing the whole like Apple Music show and basically saying that the BET Awards was like one of the best awards show that they saw with all the talent that was there. And it was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, some of those rappers that were there were some of the most trash rappers I have ever heard. Martin Jimenez, you said, I feel like the underground no longer exists. Everything is commercial. Yeah, I agree with you. Streaming Lua25, you say streaming for the past few years has ruined numbers. We will never know who was really hot. That's true. But you know what, though? I can speak on both of those things you guys said. Too many people paid for streams. That's true. We were talking about that earlier about botting streams. But what I will say, though, is that the underground does exist to Martin. The underground does exist. It's just you have to dig for it. It's always been like that because the radios never really played real hip hop. Like after the year 1997, 98, 99 for show, like once it started hitting like 2000, early like when 50 Cent came around, that time frame, that was when hip hop had officially changed into something else. And I'm not saying that 50 was bad. I actually like 50, but my point is though is that once that happened, that was when we had a shift in hip hop. And for those of you that like DJ Vlad, that listen to DJ Vlad, he even said the same thing where he said that 50 was like the first rapper that came in the game that wasn't really all just about lyrics. Like he was just about making money and, you know, I mean, there was rappers that were talking about getting money too before him, but he just kind of did it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Over Dr. Dre beats and stuff like that. So it's just like the radio never played real hip hop. So what I'm saying though is that in order to find the real underground rap, you just really have to dig now. I mean, you had to dig back then, but now I feel like you have to dig even more so. Like it's harder to find the real hip hop now. You know, they don't make it easy these days. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, cause you're right. You're being bombarded on the internet. You're being bombarded on social media. You're being bombarded with these people doing these stupid dance moves. I mean, some of the dance moves are cool. Some of the dance moves are funny. Okay. I was just looking at something that was saying something. Hold on for a second. Making sure we are good. Okay. Smooth. Yeah, man. Lil 25, I'm going to go back to you said, yes, how streaming has ruined the past few years and ruined the numbers. Yeah, man. I agree because at least back then when we bought CDs and stuff, it was like real stuff, man. Like we really bought the CDs or the tapes. Man, I remember going to the record stores with my friends and stuff. And I remember we would like just be like looking at the tapes. And I remember somebody else had said this the other day where it was like we didn't just look at the tape and know what's even on the tape. We just bought the tape or the cassette or the record because we just liked the album cover. You know, such a different time back then, man. It was like you appreciated the art. It wasn't just, not saying that that's what doesn't happen too much today, but I will say though that you're right, man. The whole streaming thing, it's all fabricated. It's not real. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And we already know this because this is what I was just talking about this earlier. You made me think up another point about Drake. Speaking of Drake, you see, so Drake goes in and tries to sue Kendrick for saying that he's botting streams. But the interesting thing is that that's the same thing that he was doing, right? Like a lot of people have already said, hey, you know what, Drake, you can't really complain about Kendrick botting streams because you were botting streams as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jay-Z New York. You said the mumble rappers messed up radio stations. Also, everything now is commercialized. I completely agree with you 100%. I agree with you. Thank you, Jay-Z New York, for your post. I appreciate it. Yeah, the mumble rappers have definitely ruined it. And speaking of the mumble rappers, have you heard the king of the mumble rappers? Have you heard Future's new album that's coming out? Yeah, man. Make sure you guys double tap the screen. Get a few likes. Get more people up in here. I see some people are starting to jump in here, so that's good. So, like, yeah, double tap the screen if you guys can. Helps get the algorithm going. You know what I mean? Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, share the stream. You said, no, you haven't. That's why I don't listen to the radio. Thank you for the repost. I appreciate you, Jay-Z Network or New York. Yeah, if you're in New York, that's dope. New York has like been crazy today with you got the parade, and then you had those people that climb the Empire State Building. It's been crazy in New York the previous weeks. But thank you. I appreciate the live and the share. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people don't listen to the radio anymore. And what's really interesting too is that I don't really listen to the radio that much either, unless I'm like driving and I just want to hear what they're playing on the radio while I'm driving and, running some errands or doing whatever. And it's funny to me to hear that it's like, yo, man, they're playing the same songs on the radio that they've been playing like since the 90s on certain stations, or just playing the same song over and over again. And you know what was really interesting? This is when I knew that the radio was all corporate. This like, I already knew it before, but this is what confirmed it for me. Was when Drake, remember Drake, we always talk about this or on that, Drake and Kendrick beef, Drake and Kendrick battle. But remember when Drake put out Iceman a few months ago, and he was beefing with Kendrick and the record industry and all that stuff. I don't know about what it is with you guys, like wherever you guys are at, but where I was at the time when he dropped that album, I just know that usually when Drake drops an album, like the radio stations are banging it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're playing every single of his, right? Usually, like when Drake drops an album, you're gonna hear his single on every radio station. And this was the first time that Drake had dropped an album and I didn't hear not one song on the radio. I was like, I heard one of his older songs, but I didn't hear none of the stuff referencing off of Iceman. And I don't know, maybe it was because I'm in a biased city, or I was in a biased city. I was in LA, so maybe that had to do something with it, because Kendrick's from LA, so maybe LA was like, according to Dr. Dre and Interscope Records, we are not allowed to play this album. We're not allowed to play any songs on here. But I just thought that, like, damn, man, that's how controlled these dudes are. Because I personally felt that Drake had some bangers on his album. I was like, wow, I was surprised. I was like, y'all ain't gonna play like at least one of them? Yeah, I mean, I'm not like super Drake fan, but I was like, yo, he had some cool slappers on there. I was like, they ain't playing nothing. Like Jan Shut the F Up. That's a cool track to listen to in the car. Jay-Z New York, you said, thank you for the likes too, Jay-Z. I appreciate you. I could tell. I gotta check out what you got going on. You know what I mean? I could tell you're a real hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? You said now you like Drake for sure. NYC radio stations don't play NYC rappers. Still, it's funny you say that because we were just talking about Ebro. Like, still, don't do that. Hip hop. Stokes, thank you for your comment. You said hip hop is in a great place. The bad is out there, and so is the good. You have to search for it. Yeah, that's what we were just saying. You have to search for the good, but they definitely are making it harder to find these days. Jay-Z New York, you said I tried with Kenny. It's the way he raps that I can't listen to him. You're talking about Kendrick? Thank you for the follow, Stokes. I appreciate you. Thank you for the lightning and the the support, man. I appreciate that, Stokes. Thank you so much, man. Oh man, I love it. Hold on. Hip hop for the bad, you gotta search for it. Thank you for the likes, man, and thank you for the follow and the lightning bolts. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Stokes. Kendrick Lamar? Hold on. Yes, sir. I'm 50, so my playlist is old school. Oh, okay. So who do you like? Who are the rappers that you're listening to? You love hip-hop conversations. Keep it up, champ. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Stokes. Yeah, man, that's what we do here all the time. So make sure you tune in. I try to stream every day, or every weekday, I should say, Monday through Friday, like a job. I do this is my job right here, so I do it about, I'd say 10 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, if you guys like, definitely tune in. Stokes says, what's my top 5 rappers of all time? People always ask that. That's a hard question to answer because I feel like it changes systematically. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z New York too. I was asking you, what are the rappers you like in your old school? But me, I would say that I'm probably, if you can see who are on my wall, Rakim probably is one of them. Nas is definitely in my top 5. I'd say Nas, who I think I have right here. Yeah, Nas right here. He's definitely in my top 5. Like that never really switches. Man. Believe it or not, that's what I said. Like it always kind of changes, man. It always changes. But yeah. Jay-Z might be up in there. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z might be a top 5 rapper for me. Yeah, Jay-Z New York says Mobb Deep, Biggie, Big L. Yeah, I was about to say that. Jay-Z, 50, Run DMC, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, Q-Tip is up there too, man. From Tribe Called Quest. Thank you for the likes coming in. I appreciate you. Aiden Faro. Aid Yanja Faro, if I said your name right. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Doss says Jay Electronica. Yeah, Jay Electronica's dope. I've met Jay Electronica before. He was pretty cool. Jay-Z New York, Nas, Rakim. Okay, so Jay-Z New York says Nas, who's in mind, Rakim, who's you see on my wall right here. Big Daddy Kane. Okay, Cool G Rap. Yeah, Cool G Rap is up there. KRS-One, that's my boy right there. Sean Price for sure. Sweet T, MC Light. You got to remind me on Sweet T. Hip hop is goated right now. BJ Sprays says hip hop is goated right now. How so? Stokes, Tupac, Jay-Z to Nas number 3, Biggie number 4, 5 number Kendrick. Hey, that's a good list, man. Thank you, Stokes. I can see why you're supporting because you're a real hip hop head. That's a good list, man. I'm not mad at that list, man. I'd say out of all the 5 that you just named right there, those 5 rappers right there, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, and Kendrick, are definitely for the most part in my top 10. You might not like this, believe it or not, but Tupac, it depends. He kind of varies sometimes. Tupac is definitely in my top 20. Maybe my top, I don't know if Tupac is in my top 10, to be honest with you. In my personal top 10, Tupac's not really in my top 10. He might be, he's in my top 25 though. He's in my top, yeah, Andre 3000, there you go. Andre 3000, I would put like over Tupac. Like, and that's who's missing in this picture right here too, by the way, is Andre 3000. Thoth says Kendrick is your number 1. You got a good list as well. Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, Outkast, Ludacris, Bahamadia. Wow, you went way back. Cannabis, Big Pun. Man, Cannabis, Bahamadia was something too, man. She had a dope, her first album was incredible. Yep, I agree with you, Miles. Shout out Miles, man. That was a good friend of mine's name. Yeah. Outkast for sure. Definitely. I mean, that's what a lot of people say, Stokes. A lot of people will consider, I don't know if Tupac, I'll say, goes far as to say is that he's the greatest rapper of all that ever. I would say he's one of them for sure. Haha, you said Denzel Curry. Miles said Denzel Curry. I actually know that dude personally. BJ Sprays says Iceman, Octane, The Fall Off, Future gonna drop. This is a great year for music. The Fall Off. We were just talking about that. Some people like The Fall Off, but I don't know. Kendrick is oh yeah, okay, I saw that one. I don't know. They are a lot of rappers who out rap Tupac lyrically, but Tupac's message is goated. True. Not Kendrick the GOAT. Thank you guys for the comments and the likes coming in. I appreciate you guys telling me what you're saying. This is good. Let me tell you something, man. Kendrick has the best catalog besides maybe Kanye. Brennan says. Wait, what? Thank you for the like and the gift, Stokes. Really appreciate you. Brennan says, wait, what? You said Kendrick has the best catalog besides maybe Kanye. Kendrick changed your life, man. Listen to how much $1 costs. I know all of Kendrick's songs. I used to stay in Compton. Kendrick's catalog is absolutely perfect. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I have mixed emotions about Mr. Morale. Born Sinners says, how's Andre one of the greatest with the short discography of music and almost run in the last 10 years? Are you kidding? Do you know about Outkast? You got to consider Outkast part of Andre. Like, Outkast is part of Andre's collection. GNX, Mr. Morale, both horrible projects. Yes, now we got to debate. GNX and Mr. Morale are both horrible projects. Wait, let me go back to your comment, Brandon. Let me make sure I read it correctly. You play for the Compton Titans, bro? Who was that? Is that the high school team? If it wasn't for the pioneers of hip-hop, you wouldn't have rap, and NYC is the mecca of hip-hop. True. Convince me Mr. Morale is horrible. That's insane. The only ifs in K-Dot's catalog is MMBS. Is that Mr. Morale? Oh, yeah, Mr. Morale, Big Steppers, and GNX, and both are still really good. Pop Warner back in the day played against Snoop's son. Oh, dope. Okay, word. Yeah, that's probably why they probably showed the string to the West Coast first, because I know it's a little earlier where y'all are at than the East Coast. But yeah, no, that's dope, man. That's dope. Compton's the spot, man. Tams, that's my shit, man. I love Tams. You know what I'm saying? What you know about the Tams? That's my spot, man. I try to hit Tams every now and then. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying to respond. Sorry about that, Brenna. Give me a second. I just, we got a fellow Compton native up in here. Mr. Morale, that's what you were asking about. I'm going to tell you how Mr. Morale wasn't horrible. Like, that's the thing. Kendrick is not a horrible rapper. He's not, of course, he's one of the best. He's definitely one of the best. Even Eminem said this. Okay? And Jay-Z New York says she's not a Kendrick fan. Well, let me explain this. I'm a Kendrick fan. So, but I get your point. You're not the only person that said this. I have a couple of friends who told me that they don't like Kendrick either. So you're not the only one. I have some friends that told me they don't think Dave Chappelle is funny. Okay? I have friends that say they don't think Dave Chappelle is funny. And then sometimes when I watch Dave Chappelle, I start to think that too a little bit. Like, maybe he might be a little overrated at this point. Like, now it's like, he's kind of just saying the same thing over and over again. That's not really funny. But I think Kendrick definitely did his thing on GNX. Like, if you ask me my opinion about both albums, yeah, I don't think Kevin Hart's funny either. He's a funny actor, but not a funny comedian. But yeah, GNX is a much better album than Mr. Morale. Now, Mr. Morale has a couple of dope tracks on it. Like N95 is one of my favorite ones. He's got the other one. He's got a few others that he didn't put out. He got the one with like Kodak Black or something like that. Thank you for the follow, Thoth. I appreciate you. I thought it said Thor. But yeah, Thor, Thoth. Yeah, shout out. Didn't want to mess up the name, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. GNX was definitely a much better album, and he knew that he had to come with a better album on GNX because he knew that basically, what's it called? Mr. Morale was just kind of weird. It was just a weird album. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Shout out. Shout out Thoth. Thank you again. Yeah, it was just a weird album, man. And like, if you ask me on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I give that album? I would give that album like a 5. Like to me, or like if I was to grade it, since the name of my channel is beatGrade, let me grade it. That's more appropriate. I would give it like a C, like maybe even a C minus. It might even have gotten a C minus. Like it's average, like it's passable. It's like it's not completely garbage. Like there's a couple bangers on there. There's a couple tracks I would like to go back and listen to, but it's not like Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? I mean that one's just like hard to touch, anyways. But I'll say like To Pimp a Butterfly. I'd rather listen to Pimp a Butterfly than Mr. Morale. I mean, are you guys just bringing up Mr. Morale as like, oh yeah, one of y'all said that was his worst albums. Okay, because I'm like, please don't tell me that you think that was his best album. Nav says you guys want to dance and wave your hands. That's good music to you. Not me. Not me. If that was the case, I'd be listening to the Young Miami song. Peekaboo, GNX. Yeah, I know all those songs. Squabble Up TV or just some of the bad songs on that album. Peekaboo's pretty dope if you know what the concept is about. Squabble Up was dope. I think TV Off was the best song on that album. I didn't know who Kendrick was until that so-called beef battle with Drake. Wow, Jay-Z New York. You didn't know about Kendrick until the battle? For sure. So you never knew it. Well, you know, I know you're from a different generation, but still 50's not, you're not that old. You're not that old. Like Kendrick's been around for a good like over 10 something years. Like he's been around for a minute. True Thought says you feel like Kendrick resonates more with Cali natives. For sure. GNX definitely was a West Coast album. I mean, that's what what's it called? Okay, I didn't know that. That's what people were saying, man. But let me just say this though about GNX, man. He definitely put GNX to say this is a West Coast album. This album is about the West Coast. That's what it's about. It's not about anything else. He's not trying to rap about you know, whatever. Like he wanted to have the West Coast beats, the West Coast sounds, West Coast artists on the album. I think all the rappers that were on the project were from LA. So it was definitely a very West Coast gangsterism, crip walking, blood walking type of album. That was the album that they wanted to make. Okay? But let me say this. Somebody said something about Kanye West having the best discography. I want to speak on this real quick to say that Kanye West definitely had a good discography until I think after his mother's album. Like it was either one or two. Maybe the second one. I have to go back and really listen to them myself. For real, in my personal opinion, after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't know if I forgot if that was like a 5-album run. If that was a 5-album Kanye run, that's a pretty damn good run. Because I know the first 3 were definitely College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. That's a heck of a 3 run right there. Although I'll be honest with you, Late Registration, I was kind of like, yeah, it's all right. But he definitely came with it on, what's it called? Graduation. Yeah. Like when he did Graduation, he came back. He came back for show. But after Graduation, I mean, let me just check what Google says. What were the albums that, what is his name? The albums that Kanye dropped after Graduation? Because I know that was like mid 2000s, right? Or early 2000s. Yeah, Ice Cube is definitely up there too. I saw what you're saying. Your LA rappers is Ice Cube, Snoop, and Tupac. I mean, Ice Cube's just a dope rapper all around. Oh yeah, he came out with 808s and Heartbreak after Graduation. So after Graduation, we had 808s and Heartbreak. That's a pretty good album too. Not my favorite album, but not a bad album, right? Then he has My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which I think we all can agree is one of his best albums, right? Then Kanye drops Yeezus, Now, some of you I know go on to say that that was a dope album. Me, no. But there's a couple songs on there again. But nah, I really did not like that album at all. And I think he heard that because if you notice, then he came back with The Life of Pablo, which I think was a pretty good album. So yes, I was corrected by my order of Kanye. We have After Graduation, we have 808s and Heartbreaks, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, good run. That's a good 5-album run. I gotta say, that's a good 5-album run. And those albums aged well too. You see, that's the thing I want to bring up here. Yeah, and Watch the Throne, of course. That's what I brought up with some other people that Watch the Throne. Like, he got a classic with Jay-Z. Look, a lot of these rappers got classics. Jay-Z, Nas, Kanye, Kendrick, Drake. They got some classics. Drake got some classics. Now, Tyler, the Creator, I don't know. Travis Scott, J. Cole, yeah, I'd say J. Cole got some classics. Forest Hills Drive is a classic, I think. That's a classic album. Yeah, Falling Off Sadly, Team J says. I agree with you, though. Brian Jones on Watch the Throne. I agree with you. Definitely. BJ Spray says that Travis got classics for sure. Astroworld is dope. That's his classic. Like, if you ask me, I mean, his first album was cool, but you see, this is the thing about Travis Scott, which I was saying earlier. When he has his songs about, it's lit, yeah, it's lit, all that stuff, like, he's got cool effects and cool voiceovers, but overall, he's just saying the same thing over and over again. Like, when I've listened to Astroworld and I've listened to Utopia from beginning to end. When I listen to both of those albums, he's just saying the same thing on Utopia that he already said on Astroworld. So I'm just like, it's just the same songs again. The only difference is that the beats change a little bit. That's the only difference. By the way, if you guys don't know what this shirt is right here, my shirt says 1973. In case you're wondering what this year means, because some people be like, "Oh, is that your birthday?" They're like, no, this is the birth of hip hop. This shirt right here, 1973. This is the year that hip hop was born. In case, and some of you that are from New York should remember that, because this was when previously the Knicks won the championship. Before this year was in 1973, when it was the birth of hip hop in the Bronx. So I thought it was only right that for this discussion that I wear this shirt, the 1973 birth of hip hop. You said, I got to speak on this. BJ Spray says, you haven't seen anyone with more of a consistent discography than Drake. Yeah. Tyler got classics. Igor, I don't know if Igor's really for me, man. It's not my demographic. Hip hop is better than ever, Tizzy says. Explain. I agree with you, Team J. If I didn't get to your comments sooner, yes, I agree. Falling Off Sadly. I don't think Tyler has classics. I think Tyler has some classic songs. See, but we're talking about albums, really. We're not really talking about songs. We're talking about something that you can play from beginning to end. So therefore, it's like there's no mid, skip. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking of which, like Drake with Iceman, I feel like that was a good album. You know what I mean? Like, I could listen to that album from beginning to end. Like, Iceman was a good album. Okay? So that's not what I say, like, oh, that's one of the greatest hip hop albums. No, I'm not gonna go as far to say that. I'm just gonna say it's a good album. Like, it's an entertaining album to listen to. But yes, DJ Marty Mar, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about albums. Yeah, we're talking about any decade, actually. I'm glad you asked that question. That's a great question, because somebody had said the same thing to me earlier, where they said, well, you're talking about a different era, man. It's a completely different era. And I'm just like, yo, man, we're just talking about the best hip hop, period. Yeah, BJ Sprays, you're naming all the first albums from Drake. That's exactly right. Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, you're too late. Views, you just basically named his whole discography. Is that your point? You're trying to say you almost forgot one album in there. I'm gonna throw you a gem in there. You forgot one. You forgot So Far Gone. That's another Drake classic. Have you heard that one? You should go listen to that one. Because I really feel like what he was doing on Iceman, he kind of took it back to So Far Gone. So Far Gone was the album that came out before Thank Me Later. It was kind of more of a mixtape, but it was still pretty good. Technically, it's a mixtape, but it was definitely the song that put him on the map because I don't think Best I Ever Had was a mixtape song. Best I Ever Had was a original Drake song. Am I right or wrong? Is that correct? Can someone fact check that for me in the comments? Was Best I Ever Had, Best I Ever Had, that song right there was an original Drake song. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so he had some original songs on that project. And I think that that's the song that really put him out there. Like that was, I remember hearing that song on the radio all day. Thank you, Phoenix. I can't see the full name, but thank you, Phoenix, for the rose, man. I really appreciate you. Phoenix Nichols. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you. Helps get the algorithm out there, and it helps me to continue to do this. But yeah, man. Yeah, Best I Ever Had is what helped put Drake out there on the map. So yeah, I consider So Far Gone somewhat of an album. Yes, and thank you for liking the live too. Phoenix Nichols 96. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you. Yeah, man. This is what it's about, man. Let me say this, man. This is what it's about. I agree with some of y'all too that the hip hop is falling off, but I do agree with some of y'all that say hip hop, I don't know if I'd say it's at the all-time high, but I'll say this though. I do see a shift. Okay? Like, I think there's a possibility where it's getting better. Okay? Like, I think it is starting to technically get better. I don't think the hip hop is straight up as much trash anymore. Okay, so let's see your list. DJ Marty Marr. Like Marley Marl, but Marty Marr? Okay. Gangstar, of course. Moment of Truth. Machiavelli. Eminem. The Eminem Show. Noriega. Nas. Illmatic. Are you saying that these are the greatest albums? Yeah, I agree with you on that. Hip-hop all-time was mid-90s. I don't know about early 2000s. I feel like early 2000s, in my opinion, was when it started to shift. Like we had said earlier before about 50 Cent was kind of like the last generation of real rappers. Sanchez the Gate, you said they gave whack rappers a chance. Yeah, well, they definitely did that at the BET Awards. Hip-hop's all-time high was, okay, so I got that one. Mid-90s, no, but front to back. You say, yeah, 50 was about the cutoff. Sly Nito. I agree with you on that, man. Mobb Deep Infamous is a classic album. That's definitely one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. No doubt about that. Mobb Deep is definitely one of the best albums of all time. And then, I mean, I pretty much got him on my wall, too. I'd say Wu-Tang 36 Chambers is one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. I haven't heard nobody say Wu-Tang yet. Definitely Eric B. and Rakim. That's okay. We already said that earlier. Especially for my people that are on the West Coast. Y'all know what's up. It's kind of hard to see. But I got Dr. Dre, The Chronic. I think that's one of the best rap albums of all time. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. And then, of course, Nas Illmatic, which you had mentioned. DJ Marty Marr right here. Nas Illmatic. So at least 5 of the ones that you named I have on my wall. I didn't hear nobody name Jay-Z The Blueprint, though. Or Reasonable Doubt. I think that's up there, too, man. Reasonable Doubt. But I haven't heard anybody mention that one yet. Or you know what's funny? I mean, there's some other tracks, too. There's some other tracks. We got peak Eminem, peak Wayne, peak 50, peak Nelly, peak... Oh, God. Did you really just say Nelly? Disqualified. You've been disqualified. Hold on. Let me play Ebro babbling about the BET Awards. It's for you guys that just join in. You might not have been able to hear this. And I'll see what you guys think. I'm gonna be right back with you. Yeah, you've been disqualified, man.
Let's do a whole shit.
Even though
BET
Nelly
Awards.
All right, hold on. Even though Nelly I respect, he's a cool cat. Yeah, the best albums, Brian Jones. That's what we're talking about here. Best hip hop albums of all time. Not just of this generation, but of all time. You know? 2000 Nelly's was on a run. Nelly was nice. Are you talking about record sales? Yeah, Main Source was dope. Yo, are you talking about record sales? Like, come on. Let me tell you why Nelly was whack, man. One of the reasons. Like, Nelly's a cool dude. I've actually met him before. He's a real nice guy. He's a humble dude. Or at least at the time I met him, he was humble. Like, Nelly's a real cool cat. So I have nothing bad to say about him personally. But what I will say, though, is this. Is that, yeah, it's getting hot in here. I mean, that's somewhat a classic. You're right. Anytime you're at the club and they put that Neptune's beat on, it's going to get the crowd popping, right? Samu says, when are the other lizard people going to show themselves and take over the world? I think they're already kind of doing that. Tupac, Me Against the World. Yeah, that's his best album, Me Against the World. Buccaneers saying you young. Talking to who? I'm not sure. Maybe the guy, in the comments probably. Country Grammar was fire. Let me say, man, Nelly, oh, man. Nah, he had some cool club tracks. But as far as, like, rap goes, he was not hip-hop. Nelly was not hip-hop at all. Like, we're talking about hip-hop heads. Are you talking about Nelly? Is somebody in the comments talking about Nelly saying I don't appreciate something? Are you talking about Nelly? Because I could break it down on Nelly. I could, if you want me to really, like, I was kind of holding back a little bit, but if you want me to break down the real reasons why he is not hip hop, I can break it down. You know what I'm saying? But Bone Thugs and Harmony, yeah, they were cool. Bone Thugs and Harmony were hip hop. Like, see, DJ Marty Marr is naming real hip hop heads. Like, shout out to DJ Marty Marr. He's saying some real hip hop heads. Like, yeah. Tribe Called Quest. Here we go. Okay, thank you. Of course, Big. If we go back in the earlier parts of the comments, you'll see that we had Big, Pac, everybody's name, Nas, everybody's name. I haven't really heard too many people say Jay-Z, which is interesting. Haven't heard Lupe Fiasco yet. Eminem, you guys have said Eminem. And Eminem's like another topic that I can bring up in a little bit. I think I already talked about Eminem the other night, though. I covered Eminem the other night. I don't know if I want to go into detail about him tonight. He was like the Southern Ja Rule, Big Pop, yeah. Where are you from, DJ Marty Marr? Jay-Z Black Album was dope. User 7881939 says that he doesn't like Jay-Z. Not the first person I've heard say that. See if we get Mr. Freeze up in here, who's always in the comment section. He says Jay-Z's washed. I'm like, huh? Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's a real hip hop head. See, and it's like no disrespect to Nelly. Nelly was putting out some club bangers, don't get me wrong. But it's just like he was okay, from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, yeah, so you know what's up. That's where Bone Thugs is. Shout out Cleveland. Well, thank you for tuning in. No, it's a different, because I know we had some people up in here from the West Coast too. Yeah, Nelly, it was cool, but nah, man, he was about making money, which is not bad. I don't even know if he was really about making money. I think it was his record company was really about making money, and they were just going to push him to do whatever the hell he would do whatever they told him to do. BJ Spread says, you were DJ banging shit out. Okay, I feel that. I respect that. Shamuka says, can you join the panel? It depends upon what. Iceman will be a classic about album in 10 years, maybe even 5, if more people start to appreciate it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like Nelly was not. He was an agenda that was being pushed. He was about he was about the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was about. You know what I mean? It wasn't about like, oh, okay, let me keep it real and which is fine, because I don't blame him for being like that, because there was a lot of people out there who were just getting paid. Like, I saw it too. I saw it when I was working in the record industry. I saw like how it was changing. I was working in the record industry in the early 2000s. I just want to say that real quick, and then I'll let some of y'all probably jump on. I was working in the record industry in the early 2000s, and I saw it start to fall off, yo. Like, I saw what they were doing. Like, they basically just wanted to put on rappers who, didn't care about the culture. All they wanted was just the money. That was it. They just wanted the money. Like, they weren't even getting into hip hop for the love of it. Like, that's a difference. I think in the 90s, or I know in the 90s, rappers that were rapping were really rapping because they were doing it for the love of it. Rappers weren't really getting money in the 90s. See, that's what you forget. A lot of these albums that you see on the wall right here, except for Jay-Z, of course, and Dr. Dre, possibly maybe Nas, but a lot of these rappers weren't getting money, man. They weren't getting money, really, like the way they are now. I don't even know if they really are getting money now either. I think a lot of it's fabricated. But they weren't getting money, man. And so, that's where the industry is now, man. User 788193 says, what about Lil Wayne? I'll let you guys answer that one. Thank you, BJ Sprays, for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm going to play this one BT things. You guys chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to be right back with you. I'm going to just play this thing real quick, and I'm going to be right back there. Yeah, I got you. Here, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to be right back with you guys. Hold on for just a second.
The best award show on TV.
Tell me what your guys' thoughts are about Ebro. This is Ebro talking on Apple Music about the BET Awards. For those of you that just jumped in that maybe didn't hear this, let me just see what your thoughts are about this.
No.
I think so. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Grammys.
No, fuck the Grammys.
No, I said the best.
I think you said the only. Oh,
no, I
best.
said the best.
Yes, it's the best award show on TV.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Delivered yet again. Shout to Drewski. What really struck me, beyond just how many great artists and how much great music was highlighted at the BET Awards, was the level of celebrity.
I was just about to say that.
That was not only on stage, but there to celebrate black culture and black music. And I think, at this moment in history, it just looked awesome and felt really good.
Felt great. Do you feel like just with that resurgence of what we saw, the star power, the quality of the performances, the lineup of performances, do you think that the BET Awards is regaining its
Did it lose?
No, it didn't lose. It didn't lose nothing.
I think a tiny bit.
I don't know. They've had better years than other years.
Maybe
like any award show.
Maybe I'm looking at it like
but
that.
I, for years, have been saying that the BET Awards is the best award show.
I think this year has been one of their better.
Oh, this was absolutely
one of their better shows in a long time.
Another thing that struck me, and I don't know about y'all, was a lot of the stars and celebs that were there. We've known them for a while. And I was like, who are the new stars that were there last night? And there were a couple. And I want to see if y'all noticed that were really embraced there and really like
performance-wise, or just like just existence.
They were up introing, or they got to perform, or they were a part of a thing, or they had a moment.
I think in the music realm, Leon Thomas is a newer music star.
Yep,
like he's been on TV for a long time. As far as music, he's a music star.
I think Kalani.
But she's been doing it a long time.
Not new artist, but new star.
She's reaching a different level of stardom. Just like even with just the performance itself.
Okay.
Showed me that.
Doechii really jumped out for me.
There you go. That's a good one.
Like, it's interesting that Doechii feels like we've been seeing her for a while, but we haven't. She's only dropped that Alligator Bites Never Heal joint.
That was what?
That was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. That was still 2024.
I mean, yeah.
End of 2024, yeah. And when I saw her up there next to SZA and SZA embrace, SZA's a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
It's SZA's a superstar. Like SZA's, she's her own genre. She's not even R&B at this point.
Yeah, she's a superstar.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just struck. I honestly, when I saw them performing together, I was like, yo, if they do a collab album,
I was literally thinking that when I saw them doing that performance.
If we ever got a Doechii SZA album, bro,
a quick EP.
Oh, EP would be good. Yeah, EP would be good.
EP will suffice for me.
Yeah. I don't know if I want them to have an album together yet.
Entire album.
Nah,
based on.
Yeah, they got a few collabs now, right?
Yeah, but based on what we hear, if that ever happens on that EP, that will decide the fact if we really want a full
right
type thing. But those two, yeah, I'll take about 4 or 5 songs.
Yo, and I don't know, another thing, obviously, we live in a tri-state. I think SZA and Lauryn Hill went to the same high school, right?
They did.
In Maple. They did,
I think that's the thing, yeah, in Jersey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that from
And
Jersey.
Because one of my homeboys went there, and he always says, "What's the famous person went to high school?" And it said he went to high school with SZA, and then he says Lauryn Hill, if I'm correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, both attended Columbia High School.
And I was like, damn.
Shout out to homie Chris.
And then, and obviously for us over here, like Latifah being up there.
Yep.
Yo, it's interesting that out of all the rappers that I've heard them mention, I haven't heard one person say any of the rappers that they mentioned. Master P, shout out Master P. All right, let me see if one of the homies was still up in here. He wanted to jump on. Let him say something.
What's up, brother?
What's up? What's good, my man? Check. I want to make sure I got you, that I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's good? What's going on? You wanted to jump in the chat and say something?
Yeah, I like this prompt. Hip hop, is it good or it fell off? It's on a fall off at this point.
Fall off?
It's not the old hip hop that we grew up on in like the 90s, the 2000s. It's not the same.
I agree. That's exactly what everybody was saying, man. What generation did you like listening to?
I said late 90s to the 2000s.
But like what artists? What artists do you like? Like who did you listen to? Because there's a lot of different ones.
DMX, 50, MZ, Nas, Big Bun, Fat Joe.
Okay.
All of them, Wayne.
Yeah.
Nelly.
Okay, yeah. So that's probably like later 90s, early maybe not early 2000s, but like mid 2000s to mid 2000s, like 2006, 2007, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like 50. Don't get me wrong. Like 50's cool, but like some of y'all were saying in the comments, man, I think that's when the music started to kind of like after 50. I feel like he was like the last of the generation that was really about. It's just kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Because he was about the money, but not.
Yeah, but it was all about the artistry of the output that they had. Like the album matters to them back then.
Oh yeah.
Now everybody just want to push album for the money.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem is that now it's gotten to a point to where now it's just too much about the money. It's not really about the culture anymore. But I mean, I respect that list. You know what I'm saying? Your boy.
I heard you say something earlier about artists making money. Like, yeah, there are certain artists making money, but if those who are in a label, you can like some artists do thrive and make money in the label, but some don't. That's why like certain artists that goes independent makes more money than those who are in a label. Like underrated artists that a lot of people hate on, like Russ. He's very independent because he pushes out music that makes him money. That's why he's one of the richest artists that people just overlook because he did it by himself.
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm gonna speak on that. DJ Marty Mars says, "How can you join?" Yeah, all you gotta do is just send a request, and I got you. I'll let a couple of y'all on for a minute to say what's up. Hold on. Yeah, what did you say? What was the last point you made, real quick? Yeah, I got you. Homie, chilling. What's good, man? Yeah. You chilling in the bathtub, chilling, relaxing.
Man, I got off work. I run a bar, so I'm just like
chilling
okay. Right now.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, I respect that. Man. Yeah. That's got to be a fun job.
Also, you know what though? Until your liver gives out, but you'll be all right someday.
Hey,
Dude,
that's.
I remember 50 back in the day though, like when he had the mixtapes going, like in 2020 was 8 Mile, dude. That shit was fire, man. He had it going on. Everybody wanted to do what he had to do.
You talking about the Wankster?
Yeah, and then it came into like 8 Mile, and then he did all those mixtapes. Man, it was It was hard, man. Like everybody loved it. The Whiteys,
8 Mile.
I'm a Whitey, and we all loved it, dude. We loved it.
Well, I mean,
8 Mile was him.
Well, no, I'm talking about 50 Cent when he had all the mixtapes. Yeah,
50 had a song. He had a couple songs that were featured on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
There was a couple of songs that he had, but man, I agree with you on that. Like 50, Wanksta was dope. His first album obviously is kind of somewhat a classic. I definitely consider it a classic.
The Get Rich album.
Yeah, of course.
That's the best album of all time.
Yeah,
I don't know I don't know if I go as far to say the best album of all time, but
most anticipated album of all time.
One of them. Snoop Dogg was another.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was another.
To me, he got robbed. He got robbed of that award that he should have won.
That's what a lot of people said. Well, he's not the only one, man. Kendrick Lamar did too, technically, with Good Kid, Mad City. You know, remember
Dude, that was an underrated album that nobody talks about too anymore.
I mean, they talk about it now. They talk about it now,
it's
but
kind of underrated, man, because everybody talks about it is Next to, and I was like, that one was the best one he ever made, kind of to me.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, my personal opinion, I feel that Good Kid, Mad City is his best album, in my personal opinion.
Not T-Pap.
Nah. I think that album's actually a little overrated, to be honest with you. Like, to be honest with you, I like that album though. He got. Yeah. I mean, a lot of my friends like Damn. I would say, I like To Pimp a Butterfly. It's kind of weird, man. Like Good Kid, Mad City, I feel is so up there that I don't really know how the others compare. But the other two, I would say, maybe like To Pimp a Butterfly, and possibly I'd put G and X over Damn for me.
Yeah,
to me, a lot of people hate on Mr. Morale album. Like I love that album because if people really listen to it and the message behind that album, like they'll probably love it too, because he just talk about his life as a kid struggling, growing up, with how ghetto Compton was.
Wait, I see BJ Sprays in the comments section, because I still see some of y'all are in the comments still, and he said Travis got robbed for Astroworld at the Grammys. Yeah, you're not the first person I heard say that. I heard a couple people say that.
I agree. What's her name won over him? Nikki won over him.
Oh wow, yeah, that's kind of bad.
Hey, you guys see the Drewski thing he did with like a Michael Jackson thing?
Yeah,
like it's
course.
Outrageous, man. I'm just laughing.
Cardi B won over. Yeah.
Cardi B. Oh, she did it again, huh? She always wins over all the real rappers. Yeah, I saw the Joe Jackson thing. Dude,
I was like sitting there crying, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to laugh, I want to cry, but it was like out of control. It was awesome though.
Did you see the movie, the Michael movie?
I loved it.
I
loved it.
Yeah, you gotta go see it. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. Yeah, you gotta go see it. But I feel like the movie kind of was like the way the skit was. That's why he.
Like the only reason I didn't like the movie is because of the lawyer, Michael Jackson's lawyer.
Oh, okay.
He was inserting himself inside that movie too heavily.
Well, I heard there's like
I could see that
they have so much footage, guys, that they're gonna have like 2 more movies.
They have to because there's so much they left out, which sucks. But you got to go see it though, because I think they're pulling it out of theaters now.
I will, man. I mean, that was like growing up, man. I had the Thrill album. My parents had it.
Well, it's also that I kind of regret. I kind of like, or I should say, recommend seeing that movie in the theaters. Like I thought it was good to see it in the theaters because you get like a kind of like a whole concert kind of experience watching it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you watch it at home, it might not have the same effect. You know what I mean?
Oh, so my home has the same effect. I have speakers on.
I feel you.
Side of the wall.
yeah, I do too.
The reason why I think like because the Michael Jackson's lawyer was heavy influence in that movie because he was the producer.
Oh, okay.
The fact that he didn't put Janet Jackson in that movie.
Well, Janet Jackson didn't want to be in the movie. She didn't want to be in it. Speaking of which, she was at the BET Awards with the son or Jafar Jackson, and they didn't even say hi to each other. That's kind of interesting.
See, that's
Jafar? Isn't that Joe's son?
Jermaine's son, Jermaine Jackson.
Oh, Jermaine's son?
Yeah.
Imagine all the fucking shit that they've gone through.
Joe is the dad.
God dang it, dude.
Yeah, Janet Jackson was at the BET Awards, which is funny, and Jafar Jackson was there too, and they didn't even take no pictures together or nothing.
Yeah, the whole family is beefing with each other.
Yeah, she didn't want to be in the movie because she said she didn't like the portrayal of what they were doing with Michael.
Which I don't blame them. I don't blame
No,
her.
I don't blame him either.
Yeah. Some people weren't with
Everybody's
it.
got their feeling.
There was a lot of other people that were left out too. People forget that Michael also had another sister as well. It wasn't just Janet. It was also, there was another sister, and then there was they say the closest one is the American Dream, if you guys can find that. The American Dream that came out, they say that one's a little bit more closer to like what was going on. Yeah, it was like a TV.
Netflix.
It was a TV special or something like that. Somebody picked it up.
What do you think about Netflix getting screwed over because they dropped that whole Michael Jackson case?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Documentary. Bro, they lost a lot of money after that.
Yeah. I mean, they always come and go with that money. That's how they go. But we'll see what's up with that. But nah, man, I appreciate it though, man. You guys are real hip hop heads though. You guys always be up on the stream because I'll be.
Tell you anything. I make beats.
Okay.
Still, I do a lot of stuff.
All I can say that any Drake fan I've seen a lot of delusional Drake fans saying that Drake is the next upcoming of Michael Jackson. Like, no.
Right. Well, that's just as far as hip hop goes. Yeah, I don't even jump in that conversation anymore. But like, yeah, as far as that's kind of why they did that movie, I think, to like say that, hey, this guy was in a different league. You know what I mean? But I feel that with Drake. Yeah, he's got some dope shit. I mean, I'm not mad at him, man. He's got some classics. Like I said, Kendrick got classics. They all got classics. And I feel you too, DJ Marty Marr. Yeah, I see the DJ in your name, so I'm pretty sure you're a DJ, right? You be spinning.
I was for I gave it up like 10 years ago, but yeah, definitely. Dude, Drake had his first 2 albums, man. They were game changing. Like they changed everything. Like even the Lil Wayne song on the first album, and then Take Care album was amazing. It was an amazing album. Like he had his 2-year. That's how I remember Drake. His new shit now, I'm like, I can't. It sounds the same. And
a lot of Drake fan and JC fan hates what I say. This Drake reminds me of JC because they steal lyrics from other artists and make it their own.
Yeah.
I mean,
how old are you though? Shabazi, was it Shabazi?
Shimasaki, but people call me Shima.
Shimasaki. Yeah. What was your favorite Jay-Z album then? Like, honestly.
I said a Blueprint.
Okay, so Blueprint was great to me. Like,
got that on the wall right there.
Doubt, it's, it have Life After Time. They had, and then the car. I mean, I would say that's probably his second best album to me.
What's his first?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's his first best
I would
album?
say Reasonable Doubt, but I like the Black Album, man. The Black Album was the shit to me. When I was at fucking college, hanging out, fucking as a white guy, fucking got that shit like a month early, pirating. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I like the Black Album because if you really listen to the Black Album all over again, you hear a lot of his songs was stealing lyrics from other artists that would drop.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. I saw a TikTok on it. I'm like, this motherfucker did steal a lot of shit. Fucking.
That's what I said. Drake is the new Jay-Z of this generation.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. People are gonna fucking.
What do you think about that? Speaking of which, what do you think about the Rugrat diss that he's doing to Drake, the Fireman? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. Like, you're fucking. How old is he?
Yeah, I don't even know. Probably a youngster, but still, it's like he's basically saying what you guys are saying, that Drake stole his lyrics. Which I mean, I don't believe. I don't think. I actually heard that. I don't know if Drake stole the lyrics. I think a producer took the beat. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then Drake just put his own lyrics over it. But I think that's what it was.
He might be AI now.
Yeah, the producer took the beat. That that can always happen. Sometimes when you put your music out there, like there's a lot of artists out there that'll hear something and they'll probably be like, "Yo, that's dope. Like I need to do that." But they ain't gonna try to give you the credit. They're just gonna be like, "I'm gonna take all the money." Or maybe
it's like Kanye. Kanye's Bully album. People are banging on him about that. Like this was some of the most dope production I ever heard. The problem is Kanye can't put a fucking whole song together anymore, like rapping.
Yeah, he was just doing like 1 minute songs. Yeah, he was doing 1 minute, 2 minute songs.
The production on the album is like some of the best shit I've ever heard in my life. Problem is he can't put it together anymore with songs. Like it's weird. Hard to fucking explain.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I still like it, but you can tell some of it's AI. Like you're like,
what was?
Whatever. Like Kanye's fucking Bully album.
Oh, it was AI. Like all the beats were AI and shit.
No, his beats were like him, but he's having a trouble of putting songs together like he used to. Like, you know what I mean? He's just trying to get something to help out with them. But dude, that's some of the best production I ever heard. The problem is, I wish it would have been like his lyrical ability back in.
I said, do you know who helped him out in his previous albums to fix a lot of his beats? Timbaland.
Well, yeah. I mean, Timbaland is a fucking god, man. He's one of my dopest producers of all time, man. He knows how to like figure shit out quick. Like,
what about
crap. Now he's not working with Timbaland. All his beats are never the same.
Yeah, I kind of agree in a way.
Dude, Timbaland had his time there too, man. He was incredible during the early 2000s to like fucking 2010. Well, yeah, dude, that guy couldn't miss.
He's still doing his thing, but yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, he was doing. That's why, the Black Album's dope because it has some of Timbaland's best beats on it, right? So. I mean, it's a good, Timberland's definitely dope. But there was somebody you said that, I don't know, maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah, man, I agree with y'all. I'm not mad at those lists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say, you know which producer that people should like look into that's very underrated that he made a lot of good.
Joe Williams, I see you. I just wanted to shout him out. Yeah.
I'll say Scott Storch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, dude. I'm ready to fucking have a shot right now. I'm having a shot of vodka. Because I agree, that motherfucker is amazing.
Yeah, Scott Storch is dope. Scott Storch is pretty dope.
People keep hyping up DJ Khaled. Like, bro, DJ Khaled never make his fucking beat. He has a team who makes them.
Yeah.
Scott Storch can make a beat in fucking 5 minutes and make it hotter than anything you ever heard.
Yeah, Scott Storch stuff. Well, he knows how to play the piano pretty well. So I mean, that helps.
To you guys.
Yeah.
Have a shot for you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Likewise, I have my little mixed something over here too. You know what I'm saying?
Scott Storch is the fucking shit.
Yeah, he's pretty dope.
He's crazy. He did a lot of cocaine. He had a good time.
Quick is underrated. People need to put some respect on DJ Quick and who he was.
Oh, DJ Quick too, man.
Are you from the West Coast?
Go listen to fucking
Tupac. Yeah, from Cali.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because a lot of people from Cali will say DJ Quick. A lot of people that aren't from Cali usually don't say Quick. You know what I'm saying? So.
Dude, DJ Quick is a fucking pioneer, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm a beat maker. I make beats every day, dude. That motherfucker is amazing.
I say, you know, a great mastermind who put a great artist that people need to put some respect on, Master P.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. I grew up on it. I had a paper route. I used to sling papers and listen to Ghetto D and Ice Cream Man. Just sling them around.
Yeah, Master P was dope. Master P was like he had some of the cool beats. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm with all those
Beats
cats.
by the Pound was the shit. So they started making like 20 albums a year in 1998, and then they just overdrafted the whole thing.
Yeah.
Beats by the Pound, man.
Yeah, that's cool though. Oh, Beats by the Pound. Wait, who was that again? That was on that production?
Well, they did the whole No Limit shit from like 96 to like 2000, and Master P didn't want to pay him, so they left.
Right, because I heard somebody else that spoke about it. That's why earlier.
Yeah,
so.
I know my shit. I'm telling you, I'm a whitey that knows his fucking shit.
I mean, you know, everybody knows what's up with good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think at the end of the day, it's all about like we all can feel what the real music is and what the real hip hop is. So
you know, I love the black culture.
Bro, I say people confuse
Yeah.
I say people confuse hip hop with rap. Like rap, you know, that's its own category. But hip hop is made of 3 criteria,
right?
Which is breakdancing. What's the other 2?
Graffiti, DJing.
Rap,
graffiti.
DJing and graffiti. Yeah.
Yeah. So but they definitely took graffiti out of it. They took that part out of it. So
BC Boys were pretty dope back in the day. For me, I don't really like the BC Boys, and I'm a white guy.
They're alright.
But like all these like white shit back in the like 80s, early 90s, they love that shit, dude. And like Run DMC.
Well, they started off as a punk group too, though. I mean, they started off doing punk music.
I love Beastie Boys.
I think Beastie Boys were kind of universal. I think a lot of people like Beastie Boys. You know what I'm saying? But let's not forget. Yeah.
You get when I get into rap as a kid, I'm like 9 years old. Public Enemy. My brother had a tape. 991 is the thing in Yoketown. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's my brother playing?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Public Enemy, yeah, they're definitely legends. They're definitely legends,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
That's for sure, man. Well, like, hey, where can we hear some of your beats at, by the way? Cause yeah, I'm probably about to jump up out of here in a minute, but where can we hear some of your beats?
Hey, B, thank you for letting me up. I'm about to up.
Yeah, man. I'll hear some of.
Have a good night.
Let me send you
For sure.
a buddy of mine who's a white rapper, but he's a Bayesian. Just check his shit out.
Okay.
And then I'll get at you.
Yeah, send me. Make sure you hit up the channel. Follow the channel. I'll follow you back. You know what I'm saying?
I already joined you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Because yeah, man. No, I appreciate some of your takes
I like
of.
you because you're cool, man. A lot
Thank
of
you.
people ain't fucking cool. About
Hey,
white
man.
people liking black fucking music.
Ah, man. You know why would people hate on that? Why would they hate on
Yeah,
that?
that's the problem. That's the problem with our society.
I mean, don't they already know by now that hip hop is universal? It's not even just about that.
Absolutely.
It's like you got Asian people who I think homeboy that was just on the line. Asian people, you got Latinos. You know what I'm saying? You got people all over the world that listen to hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I was in Brazil and they were banging it out there. You know what I mean? Like they don't really talk about it.
Germany last year.
Okay.
Banging Eminem and fucking.
Yeah.
Like,
Eminem,
God,
hey yo, let me tell you
what
this,
the
man.
fuck is this?
I'm gonna say this. I've been to Africa before, and Eminem was like one of the only rappers, other than like Michael Jackson, that I heard in Africa of like American artists. I found that interesting. Like I didn't really, but in Europe, in some parts of Europe, I did hear, like you said, Snoop. It depended upon what part I was in.
Oh, they love Snoop everywhere.
Yeah, they love
That
Snoop.
guy is
Like
legendary.
I heard Dr.
Because
Dre.
he's-
Speaking of Scott Storch, I heard the Still.
Yeah.
When I was in
Ice
Amsterdam.
Cube. I've heard about Ice Cube too, though. Like back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
day, man. God,
Yeah, man. Ice
Hey,
Cube.
I appreciate you
America's
talking
Most
to me.
Wanted. America's Most Wanted
Oh,
is
God, dude. Oh, I forgot
is-
about that album.
like Ice Cube is another one who had a good 3 run. He had it like his first 3 albums
Yeah.
were pretty good. You know, I'd have to go back and research them, but I remember like he dropped about 3 to 4 albums in a row that were just like as a solo artist. Like after he left NWA, it was like the 4 albums
West
he
Side
dropped.
Connection.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was 1995, and I remember I'm like, holy shit, what am I listening to right now?
Yeah, man, you know your shit. You know, you said, and real quick, you said, what's the rapper about that you know? You said,
his name's Eli Wyatt. I'll send it to you.
okay. Y'all doing music?
beatGrade.
Yeah,
I like you,
beatGrade.
dude. You're a good dude. You're like
Appreciate
a humble dude.
you,
You're
man.
nice.
I keep it real, man.
Sometimes I get on this shit and they fucking look at me like, who the fuck is this guy?
Can't judge a book by its cover, man. I knew Tyler the Creator before he was famous. I was like, pfft.
Yeah.
And Post
Not
Malone.
my favorite, but he's got good shit.
Yeah, I knew Post Malone before he was famous, man.
Yeah,
Like if I would have known that Post Malone was gonna be as famous as he became, I would have got an interview with him. I had an opportunity to get an interview with him. Like I was hanging out, chilling with him. We were drinking beers and smoking. And all.
Cool.
He was cool when I met him, but this was before he was famous, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's like now, but he
Like
seems
Post
cool.
Malone days or like
Yeah, he was
second
doing like
album
White
was fucking
Iverson.
dope.
He was doing White Iverson. Like he
Yeah.
had just dropped White Iverson. But I mean, he was at a bar too. Like he was just performing at a fucking bar.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. It was packed. It was packed, and the crowd was. I was like, okay, this dude's like rocking the crowd. Obviously, he had a SoundCloud. The SoundCloud song was popping. People knew about him. Yeah, so he was popping. But it was like, yo, to be honest with you, there was probably like, man, I'd say like probably no more than like 100 people up in there.
He said Beer Bongs Bentley is a great album. I'll bang that thing every day of the week.
Is that
It's a
Post
great
Malone?
album. Yeah, his second
Yeah, see, I don't
album
even
is
know.
one of the
I don't even
best
know. Yeah.
albums ever, dude.
Yeah, no, he was
Did
cool.
The rap thing with the pop thing, but he was
Check
more
this
rap.
out. Check this out if y'all don't believe me. Check this out. I mean, I think you believe me, but just check it out. Go to my YouTube channel, and you can look up beatGrade. That's beatGrade all around, like how it is on my profile now. Go to my YouTube channel. You can look up. I think you could just probably search. Let me see if it comes up. You could probably just search beatGrade Post Malone, and I shot some footage of him at the bar before he got big. I'm surprised that this thing doesn't have 1 million views. To be honest with you, I think it has like less than 10,000 views. But yeah, just look up beatGrade Post Malone. You'll see it pop up
right now after I'm off here.
It was when I first started beatGrade, so I kind of was just learning the ropes. But like, had I known back then what I know now, like, man, I would have got an interview with him for sure. Cause I was just chilling with him. Like, he did the show, and we were just chilling, afterwards, and like he was cool. Like yeah, he was cool at the show. Like he wasn't like all on some celebrity shit. Like he wasn't like all backstage or nothing. He was just kind of just kicking it in the crowd with us. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, man, I said I like your music. I said I think you know what's funny? As I told him, I said, hey man, I like your music. I think you're gonna be famous.
Yeah, well, you know, you called it.
I called it. I called it, yo. I didn't think he was gonna be. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think he was gonna be that famous. I didn't think he was gonna be doing fucking Super Bowls and Grammys and.
Well, you remember like Jelly Roll came out, like everyone's like he was so like rapping and shit. Now he just changed so much.
I called like, that shit, man. Like Post Malone, fuck, man.
I can't get into his shit anymore, dude.
What's that?
It's different. I can't get into Jelly Roll anymore.
Oh yeah.
At all. Mm-hmm. Like Post Malone has a different feel about him. Like he's just like a real dude. You can tell he's fucking real.
Yeah, I think he's real. He's real. He was real humble. He was cool.
Yeah.
He was cool peoples. So, you know, I know now he's like big time though, but you know what I mean? But yeah, I think he's coming out with another rap album too, speaking of which. I think he said he should. Yeah, I think he's gonna do some rap. So, you know, yeah, he should.
He's left his wife, so what else is he gonna fucking
Oh, you talking about Jelly Roll or Post Malone?
Oh, they both need to fucking make rap albums, but Post Malone was built for that shit. Like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a good singer though too. He could do his little country thing.
I'll tell you one thing about Post Malone during COVID. Remember in like what 2001 or 2000, fucking. I love Nirvana. I grew up on Nirvana. My brother loved them. Metallica, whatever.
Nirvana's dope. Dude, everybody likes Nirvana. That's another thing too, man. I think everybody likes Nirvana. Yeah. You got rappers that name themselves after Kurt Cobain, you know?
Correct.
Yeah.
So fucking Post Malone got with Blink-182's fucking drummer, and they were drumming and doing shit. They did the whole album.
Yeah, Travis Barker.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Travis.
And they did the whole thing, and it was fucking dope as shit.
Okay.
Like, he could just. Post Malone knows how to do all music. Like that's why he's so great. Like, I don't know. I don't love all his music now, but I loved it then. And
yeah, I feel the same way. BJ Spray says you also like 12 Karat. Oh yeah, I think I heard that one. The 12 Karat in the comment.
I mean, he's got like 7 bangers on there. Absolutely.
I think I might have heard.
Does.
He's got like some. It's like Tyler the Creator. Like Tyler the Creator's got good songs. Yeah, I don't know if he really has good albums.
CD now, you're like, yo, that's dope. But you're right, it's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What does it take? Like, if Tupac would never died, he would fucking have like 20 fucking.
I think about that a lot when I think of Dilla. When I think of Dilla, I think of I'm like, man, imagine the beats. Imagine the beats he would have been coming with right now.
Oh my God! It's just like that's what. He was
still around.
It sucks when you listen to this shit back in the day. You're like, holy shit! This as a producer, you know, you're looking at like DJ Premier, Saz Seleka, Jay Dilla. They're like the same group of like the same shit.
And Dilla, if you really go back and listen to his beats, it also sounds like he was like ahead of his time, man. Like
correct.
A lot of his beats was just like. Yeah, like he was in another plateau, man. Like he was just
How
like.
Did he die again?
I think he some kind of illness or something like that. I forgot either.
Blood disease or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Something unfortunate that just came up. You know. So.
Dude, the donuts beats on donuts. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Donuts is a classic, man. And then Madlib, I don't know if you know about Madlib, his boy. You know, they got a couple albums together.
Madlib, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with J-Lib. But he has an album that he dedicated to Dilla that's like really dope. It's a beat tape. If you haven't heard that, the beat conductors that he did. But I forgot which one.
Can you agree with me with this? Can you agree with me with this? There's too much shit out now. We used to put shit out, press it, have some art, you know, on a CD where people got excited about buying records. Now it's like you just throw all your shit on fucking social media, where you throw it on fucking iTunes or Spotify. It's like there's just too much to sift through to see if somebody's good or somebody's bad. And it's just like, it's too much anymore, man.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
I miss the old days. I'm 43 years old. I turned today.
Oh, okay. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Wait, today as in today or as in Saturday or Thursday? Okay.
You know what I mean, though?
Nice. Happy birthday, by the way, man. Happy birthday. A lot of people born in July, man. I'm seeing a lot of people born A lot of summer babies out there, man. Summer, like June and July. I hear about a bunch of birthdays, man. But yeah, man. Hopefully you enjoy your day. I'm about to be same age as you, man. 45, man. So I'm in my 40s too.
You've lived through the times were the best times where I had a CD burner.
Yeah.
I had to
cassette tapes, man. I mean, I go back to cassette tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, my first cassette tape I owned was Machiavelli the Dawn.
Oh,
and I
wow.
pulled that bitch in my and I would go deliver papers.
My first cassette tape was probably like NWA. But here, I was just looking at what BJ Spray said. You said cop. I don't know if you know these albums. You might know those albums in the comment section, but.
Oh, please.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know those albums.
No, he's talking about Post Malone songs.
Oh.
On that album, the 12 Carat Dudek, which he's right. They're all bangers.
Haha, yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Hey, yo, no, I appreciate you too. DJ Marty Marr, like Marley Marr, but Marty Marr.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to my dudes. Please listen to it. Give him a shout out, and I'll check your shit on YouTube right now.
Oh yeah, no rush, man, no rush. Like whenever you get a chance, you know what I'm saying. It's like the footage I have is hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I probably just ramble a little bit on here a little bit longer, but yeah, I usually, like I said, I try to jump on here every now and then.
I'll kick it for a minute.
No, it's cool. I'm probably about to bounce up out of here too, because I'm also streaming. I sometimes do other platforms as well, YouTube and Facebook too. So yeah, we trying to like get the message out there from what we do. But nah, man, I'm appreciate it. I'm gonna check it out. I always check out new music and what people do. So make sure just DM me the link, And
did you like Mac Miller at all?
Of course, yeah, man, of course, man. I knew some people that worked with him personally, So all them cats, man, that were coming up like the paid dues. I consider them like the paid dues heads, And paid dues is coming back doing some stuff. So. Yeah, man. Nah, like all that stuff is dope. But I'm always listening to like new music and looking for other opportunities to network too. So you know what I'm saying? If you know some stuff going on too, definitely keep me posted.
Let me send you some here when I get off, and just check his page out for like 2 seconds.
Definitely will do.
You'll see how dope this motherfucker is.
I definitely will. I believe you. Well, you named a lot of good heads, so you know what I'm saying. I believe what you're saying. So
we're all man. The same game.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen, man, and network on some shit.
We need to bring the old school lyricism and beats back, man. It's sucks right now.
Appreciate you, fam. Well, yeah, send that through, and and like I said, the Post Malone footage is not like all that spectacular, so don't worry about it.
No, it's cool, man. You got to meet him, and that's, that's something they can't take from you.
Yeah, so. we got some interesting clips up there, some stuff that some friends helped out with too. So we got a lot of history on there, I could say at this point. You know what I mean? So definitely check it out. Definitely. But yeah, man, nice chatting with you, man. We'll talk on the hip hop again. Like I said, I'm usually here in the evening times, like 10 p.m. Eastern is when I jump on.
I get off work at like probably 11, so it's great.
Okay, perfect, man. All right. We're gonna check it out. All right, appreciate you. We'll see what's up on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, man, that's what's cool is seeing what's up with hip hop heads. Everybody that knows what's up with some hip hop heads. I appreciate all those that tuned in, that jumped in the comments. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything that had jumped up on my new channel. Let me just make sure I got that coming in right. Yeah, man, and to go back to this Ebro thing real quick, I should have brought this up earlier, but I just cannot believe, because I had it pop up right here on my screen, I just cannot believe that everybody is talking about all the rappers that they like, but I haven't heard one person bring up who they were mentioning at this BET Awards thing. Like, that's the funny thing. I haven't heard one person mention them. And that's what I forgot to ask you guys while you were up here. But maybe for some people that are still in the chat with me, and let me go over to Facebook. I know I was streaming on Facebook too, man. I was trying to see. I'm going to do a test on Facebook and test on some of these other sites just to see how they go before we get off. But let's check just to make sure before we get out of here that we're not missing any other topics in hip hop. I know A$AP Rocky's been doing his tour. You see, that's another thing I was going to bring up, man. A$AP Rocky's another point I forgot to mention, like I was going to say earlier. Is he really dope? You know what I mean? Like, he's cool, but his album was an album that came and went. His album came and went. J. Cole's album came and went. Not sure what happened to my effects thing. Let me pull this back up. Yeah, J. Cole's album came and went. All right. Not sure how that thing just shut off like that, but I guess sometimes they do that. And I'm going to check out those songs too. Thank you, BJ Sprays, for all the songs that you said. That's why I like doing these too, man, because I get ideas for new topics that I need to learn. So, yeah, man, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to go check out those songs later on. I think I've heard of some of them. Sometimes I don't always remember the names. I was just looking at the song names. Sometimes I don't always remember the names, but like if I hear the song, I'll probably be like, oh, yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, I know that song. So, but yeah, man, that's what I always appreciate. I always appreciate people telling new songs to listen to. So yeah, man, if you guys ever have music that you suggest or people that you want to send in the comment section, like, please do. Send it through. Cooped Up got a lot of hype on social media. What do you mean it got a lot of hype on social media? Which one had got a lot of hype on social media? Well, it's the song. Is that what you're talking about? The song itself? I mean, if that's the case, gotta check that out, man. But like I said, man, I mean, I like Post Malone. I like Post Malone. I mean, he did his thing. Let's see what people are talking about. Like right now, they got the like. You see, that's what I'm saying, man. We got ignorant stuff going on in hip hop right now. Like, we're not going to talk about this, man. We're not going to talk about this. Like, we got the whole, Gucci Mane robbery that people are trying to bring up. I was like, do I really want to cover that? Nah, I don't want to cover that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, we got a lot of classic albums that have came out. Nas, I think his other album had dropped today where he had, what was it? It Was Written. All right. Well, yeah, man. You guys tell me what you think. I'm going to probably see you all on the next stream. Make sure. Okay, so that's a song by BJ Sprays. Oh, and who did you like again? BJ Sprays? Just before I jump up out of here, who was your top 5 rappers again? Damn, somebody in the comments had said Pete Rock and CL Smooth. So that's why I always appreciate the people that talk all the time to me, but it's also like, damn. I'll be missing some of the comments that people say because that's a good album right there, man. Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Hold on. Take a shot of my thing. So top 5 is Drake, Wayne, Eminem, Kanye, and Pac. I respect that list, man. I respect that list. I'll tell you right now. Get my vape. I think there's a lot of people out there that would respect that list. Hold on for a second. Get my piece real quick. But me personally, I would take Eminem out of that. Or not Eminem. Well, yeah. I mean, everybody has a right to their own. Don't get me wrong. You have a right to your own list. Me personally, That's a little bit of a newer list, I think. I can tell you're a little bit of a younger generation. Because Drake, Wayne, Eminem, Kanye, and Tupac, except for Tupac. Tupac might be the only one. But except for Tupac, all of those rappers pretty much came out after the, after like the late 90s, like 99, 2000. They're all like 2000 rappers. Like Drake is a 2000 rapper. Wayne, really, his career started to take off in the early 2000s. Kanye is a 2000 rapper, even though he has elements of the 90s, but he's a 2000 rapper. Eminem is like borderline because Eminem dropped in 99, but Marshall Mathers came out in 2000, and that was the one that really took off. So Eminem is like almost technically a 2000 rapper too. He's like right on the cuff, like right when it was changing, but still hip hop. But like, okay, we're going into a different generation now. We're going into a different movement. Eminem was definitely part of that movement. And I can go like into a whole deep subject on that, but I think I'll do that on another stream. But yeah. A lot of those rappers I can tell were after hip hop was like kind of mainstream at the time. People see Drake at number 1 and think I don't know music. They just don't listen to the music. No, I don't disagree with that. I think there's some people out there that like Drake too as their favorite rapper. I think I have a friend who Drake is his favorite rapper. Like I think Drake is his favorite rapper. Yeah, the 90s rappers like Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dre, LL Cool J were cool, but the 2000s was different. Yeah, I mean, not even that. Not even them. I mean, Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, they're all from NWA, so like they're kind of all this, not the same, like they all were different, but But yeah, LL was alright. I mean, I would say like you got, I mean, like I said, like people I got on the wall, like Nas, Wu-Tang, even the Fugees, Lauryn Hill, Common. I remember OC. Who else, man? I got a lot of tracks, man. A lot of people. A lot of people, man. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate that though. I was just looking at what this other person was saying right here. Yeah, man, I appreciate those takes. Like Drake Iceman, I'll say this real quick. Drake Iceman was a good album. I like the album Iceman. I like the beats. I like the lyrics. I like the concepts. You know what I'm saying? And then let me see what other people were saying. Other people were saying, I mean, they're talking about hip hop right now, of course. You see, and some people are saying that Drake brought Jay-Z back into the spotlight. See, now we're gonna see if Jay-Z is gonna drop a new album. BJ Sprays out says it's his second best album to me, which is hot. Take to the world. Hold on. Which second best album are we talking about? It's his second best album to me, which is a hot take to the world. Oh, Drake? You're talking about Drake Iceman? I mean, I'd say give it a little bit more time. It just came out like what? Like a month ago? So I think it needs a little bit more time to see how how the world reacts to it. So I'd say like, yeah, give it a little bit more time. But I'll say this. Let me just fix that. Yeah. It's up there though. It definitely could be in Drake's top 5 albums. Like it could be definitely in his top 5 albums. Like to tell you the truth, I like Iceman personally better than I like Iceman better than Views. Even though I like Views. Views is one of my other favorite albums by him. But maybe even better than Scorpion, you know? And some of those other albums. Her Loss is a clear one for me. Yeah, I got to go back and listen to that one. I did like it. It was all right. I mean, that's the one with 21 Savage, right? So, I mean, of course, he got some bangers on there, but... Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not mad at that list. Like, who can be mad at that list? Drake, Eminem, Wayne. You just basically named everybody that was on the Forever track. Like, I forgot. Did you say Kanye too? Let me go back up to read it. Yeah, you said Kanye. Drake, Kanye, Wayne, and Eminem. So you basically named everybody that's on the Forever track. Except for Tupac wasn't on it. I'm sure they would have put him on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were all on there. And I got to be honest with you, man. I got to go back and listen to that song. Like, sometimes the Forever song, I got to say to myself, like, was Eminem's verse really that dope on Forever? I don't know. It was cool, but it was just like, come on, man. Come on. Like, he's I don't know. I don't know about the verse on Forever. Like, I don't know from, like, what people compare. Like, oh, yo, this is, like, one of the greatest verses of all time. Like, yeah. Like, when I go back and listen to Forever, I think Drake had the best verse on there. But what did you say? You say that you think Iceman is better than Scorpion, Views, Take Care. If you're reading this, it's too late. Nothing Was the Same. I like Nothing Was the Same. That was a good one. Thank Me Later. Yeah, I agree with you. The only one that would be close to me would be Take Care. Those are the only two. And maybe if you're reading this, it's too late. If you're reading this, it's too late, and Take Care are the only two albums that I would say are close to Iceman. Except for possibly Views. Honorable mention could be Views. But I see what you're saying, though. I agree with you on some points. I mean, the good thing about the Iceman album is that he's addressing the battle and the beef. You said you think Drake had the best verse, but everybody says it was Eminem. Oh, yeah, on the Forever? Yeah, I think Drake did, too. I definitely think Drake had the best verse. I think that Eminem's verse was overrated on Forever. I think it was definitely overrated. Yeah. And I'm not going to say it was whack. It wasn't whack, but it was just like, come on, man. Like, how does, like, there they go back. Like, I'm not even going to do it, man. I'm not even going to cover it. But I was just like, oh. Every time I heard that verse, I was just kind of like, it's all right. Wait, you still with me, though? BJ here. I might have to jump right back on. Do me a favor. Because I think they didn't like the fact that we were playing some music on this stream. Hold on. I think this is how we do it now. Oh, nice. Thank you guys, though, for the donations, man. Made some money on this stream. Yo, I'm going to jump. I think I'm going to jump back on in like a few minutes because I think they tried to flag this stream. But if you're back on, try to jump back on with me if you can. If not, like I said, I'm always up on here 10 p.m. Eastern because I think I got to restart this stream. But you said, there they go, packing stadiums. The Shady splits his foot. That's elementary bars. Exactly. Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, BJ sprays alt. Yo, if you back with me, jump in on the next live, because I think I gotta restart this one just because they try to flag it. If that's cool with you. All right, catch me later, man. On the next. Hey, where you calling from, by the way? Where you calling from? I like to know the city or the states where people where people, oh, okay, word, cool, man, appreciate you. Not too late over there. All right, well, I know it's late right there. All right, well, salute, man. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, we always up here 10 p.m. Eastern. So thank you, man. Appreciate you from Shot-Town. Good looking out. I'm going to catch you on the next one. All right? All right. Peace, fam. And I'm about to be up out of here on the YouTube as well. And the Facebook. Thank you all that were tuning in. Appreciate you.